Hello, hello. Hi, Biscuit, Zephyr. Help pulling the stove. I don't think I'll need help. Hopefully she won't chef me too much though. But yeah. I can't wait to do the event as well. It's gonna be both, right? It's like both the event and the pulls. Can't wait to do that. There's also the fact that they added Miracle Snow. She's still heavy. I mean, how heavy, right? Let me just double check real quick on some of the stuff for before I start. So we did get hit. We got hit by the Chinese guy though. Interesting. Freaking Noir, like really? A jump scare right off the bat is a greeting? Come on. Oh, good lord. Okay, so this team should be fast, but how fast can fast be? Awoo! Awoo! How's it going, Zahami? How fast can fast be? Yeah, I'm just waiting for people to pop in before we do the pulls and everything. Because I generally speaking, maybe I should start doing... Your pride isn't worth it. Like, here's the thing, right, is that maybe I should start doing viewer pulls as well or something. Oh, they're dead anyways. Like, Scarlet is not gonna kill anybody after that happens. Yeah, I'm going to pull for Tove in a bit. But how's you guys' day been so far? I wonder how many people are actually curious about how I pulled the number of 84% expected uptime on Tove's buff. at rank 10, because apparently the percentage scales with level. Good, that's great. Actually, I do wonder how many people you're saving for crown? I mean, that's understandable. That is very, very understandable. About to go to Thanksgiving? Oh, have a good one, Zephyr. Enjoy your Thanksgiving Day. If there is such a thing as an enjoyable Thanksgiving Day. But yeah, have fun. Let's see. What else did I forget to do? Let me think. I could strike somebody in arena though. How did we get reshuffled, or did we even get reshuffled at all on SP Arena? Because I'm pretty sure nothing changed here. Like Xian is still here, like Clad, Xian, Bolviker, PS, a Chinese guy, Solomon. Yeah, we didn't get reshuffled at all. Tenchto. Yeah, no, absolutely no new names here, so we didn't get reshuffled on SP. As for Rookie, it really doesn't feel like we get shuffled at all either. I'll be honest with y'all. I should probably do my hits though before the reset. I'm gonna need somebody to remind me to do that. But yeah, I'm in. I think Pinkcord announced that I was streaming, right? So we should be able to start soon. Yeah, there we go. I do need to get those rolls in before. Yo, how's it going, Star Saber? How's it going? Okay, so we should be good. It did? In my arena, I don't see any reshuffling. All of the... It's like that literal meme song is like, all around me are familiar faces. Like, goddamn, like, there's no changes on mine at all. Yo, how's it going, Caesar? Doing good, Star Saber? That's great. My day's been busy, but good. Overall good, I'd say. Warm up the stove. Yeah. We could start by opening one of these, though. Although I'm not sure yet if I want to open it. At the end of the day, the only things that I really would want from here are Very few and in between. Prage? Yeah, I hope I don't get shafted on the pulls. That would be a disaster. Shall we put a Gamba for that? Let's see. Let's put a Gamba for that. Noise. I already have max limit break noise, I believe. Let's put it up for... I don't know, let's put it up for like 10 minutes. I'll give it 10 minutes before we do the pulls, and then we'll core 7 Noah, goddamn. Usual around 30 pull, you think? I put the Gamba up. Although YouTube doesn't have... I haven't figured out how to put Gamba on YouTube. Like, I would need external plugins, and for that I would actually need for y'all to get those plugins probably, which is not ideal. I need to figure out. Yo, Tsuki, how's it going? Happy Turkey Day. Yeah, happy Turkey Day. Happy Turkey Day. I should probably do my strikes on Arena though. Like, the odds that freaking Clad or anyone just wakes up at the last minute for Rookie Arena are like almost nil. So we may as well just, you know, beat the crap out of PS while we wait for people to join in. I'll give it 10 minutes though for everyone to Gamba and everything. Native American, so it's special for us. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, nice. I was joking with some people whether or not it would be in bad taste to... Ooh, this is bad. I don't know if Red Hood can beat the crap out of them before... Oh, never mind. Never mind, Red Hood beat the crap out of them regardless. I was joking with somebody on whether or not it would be in bad taste for Nikke to make a pilgrim banner for Thanksgiving. Happy Turkey Day when you see a turkey happy this day. Try that. Oh, sorry about that. There's no white turkey skin, please. But I do wonder if it would be like in bad taste to put a pilgrim banner on Thanksgiving. I hope you all are gonna have a great Thanksgiving though. This guy is easily defeatable by this. Because what happens here is that Summer and Ace will basically cleave everyone out of existence. And Alice is gonna waste her bullets on Noah. Because yeah, yesterday I didn't do my hits because I was basically rank 2. And nobody really hit me, so I may as well just get it over with. Oh. That's gonna be death. Bonk, 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 bonk. Alice down. Rapunzel down. And only Jackal left. Gotta love the Summarini scums, right? Gotta love them Summarini scums. You just see the little pew 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 missiles all over. But did you guys already pull for Tove? Or, well, I know some of you are skipping, because I do remember Black Pearl mentioning that he's saving for Crown, which is fair enough. But any of y'all pulling for Tove, or just gonna... Oh, I actually don't want to strike Central. He's a really annoying target to hit. We could go for PS, or we could go for this guy. Or we could hunt down somebody. I think PS would be the prime target. The problem is... Oh, there we go. I was gonna say the problem is finding him. The problem would be finding him. Anis and Privity? I don't use Privity in PvP. I don't like using Privity that much in PvP, so... I don't feel like Privity is that good anymore in PvP, but that's just me, right? Like, some people still use the Privity stall. Bonk, 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 everything's dead. Very good. That noir skin looks so good. It looks so good. It looks amazing. They still haven't added the battle pass, have they? I can't wait for it. Like, it looks amazing. Yeah, this should just beat PS over and over. Toby's a niche, but almost not all pilgrims these days are niche, or is it just me? Pilgrims are...
Just a horny little
Oh
girl.
god, Noir, Jesus Christ. Pilgrims are a weird one. Oh no, that's... Ooh, that's really unfortunate. Wait, how did that happen? Did the Scarlet freaking passive proc really hard or something? Well, I guess that's the RNG risk of it. This is what I mean by Scarlet comps are impossible to cleanly counter. You get one bad RNG and you get cleaned up. But we still keep our rank, so we're good. Pilgrims are a weird one, right? Is that some of them are niche. But the reality is that they're meant to be really good. By design, they're meant to be good. So if you look at all the pilgrims, right? Snow White is technically a niche. Because Snow White is a single target nuke that will pierce everything through and do a shit ton of damage, right? Isabelle desperately needs a buff, but she's a more of a shotgun niche that is meant to spam her burst over and over and over and over again, right? Your Turkers are happy. Rapunzel is a healing niche with a resurrection burst on top of that. Scarlet is quite universal in the sense that she is single target and AoE, but she's not as good as the more niche pilgrims when it comes to, for example, doing single target annihilation or doing, you know, a more AoE annihilation or something. Like if we look at it as a global thing. Koran, for example, her niche is AoE annihilation. Like she gains very powerful stacks, but she has to kill stuff. That's why we say that she falls off late game, is that she needs to kill things to become powerful. And unfortunately, her off-burst damage is not the best. But her niche is technically AoE annihilation. Like 999% of final attack is damage. When you have a freaking attack buff that stacks up to 15 times, you know, it's like, yeah. She gains a pretty powerful attack buff if she kills stuff with her AoE. Noah is like, yeah, it's immunity. Moderna is a single target in AoE. Like, the problem with some of the pilgrims is that we have a biased thing where we think that because they do lots of things very well, all of the pilgrims are meant to be like that. It's not exactly the case. The problem is that some overlap too many niches, right? Let's see, how long do we have left on the Gamba? Yeah, a couple minutes left on the Gamba, so I'll be able to pulse in. And starts crying, buff her already. Yeah, like, they definitely need... pilgrims are staple. Caesar, if I had to say the closest thing to a pilgrim, right? Because you play Genshin, right? Would be the pilgrims are the archons. The pilgrims are the archons of this game. Let's put it that way. The pilgrims are essentially the archons. For the most part. Event story? Oh, I don't want to clear the event story without having the bonus. So there is that too. We could... I mean, yeah, we could do event story while we wait, but we have just a few minutes left on the Gamba anyways. So we can just chit-chat while we wait for people to come in. More easily can be, am I right? Yeah, they're basically the archons as of this game, right? If you play other games, pilgrims are kind of like the light and dark Nikke units. For example, if you play Epic 7, you would think of the Moonlight characters. Because pilgrims are more difficult to get baseline. Like, pilgrims are just meant to be harder to get, because they're meant to be stronger. Just a few more minutes and we'll be able to pull, though. Ludmilla and Alice have a 50-50? What do you mean by that? dark code for Nikke's? Oh no, please don't add more codes. We already have enough elements. But yeah, they're basically kind of like the light and dark unit, or the moonlight, or the archons of Genshin and stuff like that. Like, they're meant to be powerful. Neve got shafted. Neve should have been an SSR. Like, Neve should have been an SSR. I believe that she should have been an SSR. Also, fun fact, chat. Fun fact. So for those who don't know, Yoko Hikasa is the voice of Neve. Right? Okay, you guys heard the voice, right? Yoko Hikasa also voices another Nikke in this game. Yoko Hikasa also voices a different Nikke in this game. I just find it hilarious. Superior talented JP voice actors. How's it going, Tini? Like, the voice actors are amazing in this game. JP voice actors in general are amazing. She also voiced Ria's Gremory. Yeah. We don't talk too much about the other one though. What volumes voice actors used to voice. But okay, the Gamba has been closed, so now we can begin with the roles. So, for the stove, I didn't have the time to prepare a Lucky Charm, which is rather unfortunate. When Elemental Tower, that would absolutely decimate some players. I wouldn't be against it, I have enough Nikkes to cover that, but many players would freaking have an aneurysm at an Elemental Tower. Okay, so let's go with the first temple, chat. Let's see how many... Wait, how many believers do I have? Let's see. I have only one believer when it comes to the first temple, huh? That is unfortunate. Let us begin, though. First temple for the stove. In first 10, you think so? I doubt it. Yeah, there we go. It's not even a fake out. Prage. I mean, yeah, I would hope to get Scarlet, but... Low-key, I would prefer getting Scarlet over Stove, but, you know, we all know that's not gonna happen. Stove would have worked, or Man vs. Wild. That is true. I just didn't have the time to do a funny edit. But yeah, let's give it another shot. Come on. Denpool, and let's see what we get out of this. Hopefully something good. Ooh, that's not good. Fake out maybe? Oh! Nice! Golden! RNG God buff this account. Golden! Let's see if we get something good. Let's see if Zohami's prayers were heard. Missiles, okay. Stove! Easy! Easy! That's 20. Easy! Yo, how's it going, Enek? Easy. So, those who predicted 20? Easy peasy. Damn, nice. Okay, so let's equip her real quick. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Good enough. So, I've heard that the percentage chance... 2% chance, what? Wasn't it 5%? I thought it was 5% chance. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Let me just check on something. Nikkepedia. I was pretty sure it said 5%. That's where my entire calculations of the uptime came from. Quite literally. So, Stove, where are you? Stove, there we go. So I've been told that it scales... Yeah, it scales with level, yeah. Goodbye your skill books, yeah. So apparently it does scale with levels. That is rather unfortunate. So apparently you need to get it to skill level 9 to get that 5% chance of activating. That's a new one. Oh, there you go. Well, that is a new one actually. Huh. So, give me a second though. So yeah, goodbye skill books. That's a heavy investment, Nikke, then. Because skill level 9 is not a joke. Like, skill level 9 is not a joke at all. Oh, I forgot to do what I forgot what I went to the outpost to do in the first place, goddammit. I could recalculate. Like, I could recalculate what the expected uptime would be if it was 2%. I would just need to change the values of the Markov chain, but like that's not... I would have hoped that it was a baseline 5%. That is not good. That is actually a mistake in my opinion, from the devs. I mean, it is what it is, but... Okay, so there we go. We have stove in the... We have stove in the thing. So we can run some tests, but I'm not gonna spend like heavy skill books on stove. Let's see, I can probably give her better gear though. Now, what's really powerful about stove is that attack speed ability can have a lot of procs, right? And by having a lot of procs, you could, in theory, you know... Well, first of all, stove definitely superior to Quincy, so we're gonna put that on her. Don't look, what? Oh, we could remove that from N. That's fine. Like, okay, so burst. The attack buff seems pretty mediocre. Mirrors, the stack count could be good. The problem is that it's mirrors, so you still need... Okay, so because it's not based on a number of stacks, right? So instead of saying 3 stacks of temporary modification to activate this, you need a fully stacked. So mirror is not gonna save you in terms of uptime. Mirror is just gonna allow you to shoot more bullets. So let's do a quick demonstration of what I mean. Which one would be good? Stove is water, isn't she? But whatever, let's go in this one. So that's the thing about stove, is that we could go with this one, which is at burst level 10, I believe. Yeah, burst level 10. So we'll go with the stove at level 10 for the sake of testing. Now, you could do Nagatia stove technically and have, you know, shotguns and shit. But Guilty is probably a good pick if you want to just go raw auto attack. Personally, I just prefer the idea of having cooldown reduction. I'm not a huge fan of this. Now, I have seen some JP players run the AdMe. Okay, so the AdMe one is a hilarious one that I saw from a JP player that I follow. So what ends up happening is that you run this, you run AdMe Privity, you run Sugar, and then you run something like a Noir. Afterwards, you can put on Sugar a Bastion Cube, right? So let's remove the Bastion Cube temporarily from Alice. And what ends up happening is something quite funny. So let me show this to you guys. Yeah, I know that it will not be reflected in the rankings. We don't care about that. Now, the issue is the stackings. So the expected uptime is 84% based on the Markov chain that I did. Now, the Markov chain that I did is a simplified version of what happens with stove, right? So see, now we have 3 stacks. Probably should have gone resilience. No, I probably need just a little bit more reload speed then. Yo, how's it going, Biscuit-chan? Yeah. The 3 stack is nice and all, but like you just don't run out of ammo thanks to this, right? So the reload speed. Oh yeah, the thing that they had, that the JP player had, was also Christmas Rupee. So what they were running was Christmas Rupee, add me, frickin' sugar and stuff. Right, I remember now. But yeah, like this is kind of the idea, right? Isn't it? Now I favor more the idea. You got Tove on your first 10 pull? Oh, congrats on that, Visca-chan. I personally favor more the idea of running, you know, cooldown reduction as much as possible. Technically, you could run out of cooldown reduction by your 5th team, which is pretty normal. So, you might end up running something different. But, like, what could we run that would be shotgun? Like, first, let's look at shotguns, right? You could run Drake. Hit rate and attack is nice. Now, if you end up with a solo raid scenario, you might end up, you know, running something like this. In solo raid, you may end up with something like this, right? Or you could end up with Marciana is a shotgun. Marciana is a shotgun, so you could end up with this. What I'm curious though is the more attempting to do a more optimal non-solo raid specific comp though for now. So I'd wager we would want something like a sugar or something like a helm if you want to take advantage of the elemental advantage. So let's put this for now. And probably would put a noir or something. And then you would have, you know, a shotgun team with cooldown reduction. Marciana's last bullet, that is true, Tuni. That is true. I even mentioned it on my hot take video. That is very true. Naga isn't though. So technically you could run a Naga. Like, theoretically you could do something hilarious, right? You could do like if you want to really copium hard. If you want to really copium hard, right? You could go something like this, and then just run sugar and this. And you would have Naga absolutely rip somebody's head off. But yeah, I think it would be stuff like that, right? Ooh. Thanks a lot for the sub, much appreciated. Grim, 3 months already, jeez. How's it going, my dude? Isabel? I'm not a huge fan of Isabel, actually. But Isabel could end up doing more damage, that is true. Maybe stick with the realistic Team 5 options? Yeah, we could do realistic Team 5 options. So realistic Team 5, right? You would have... you would have Stove for sure. Now, Team 1 would have Bunny Girls and Leader, or Bunny Girls and Volume. Team 2 would have JKs and Leader. Team 3 would have Dorothy and Thingy. So that leaves us with, for options for cooldown reduction, afterwards for Team 4 you would probably be running Dola or Helm, depending on the boss. Which means that you're kind of left over with probably something like Dola. Afterwards, well, you don't have access to Noir. You don't have access to... Well, Summer Anis is a no-go from the get-go. So you would be running Sugar because that's the main option. And afterwards, you would need either healing options. Helm is really good for healing with shotguns, by the way, because each pellet actually heals. I already got the oven. Yeah, how's it going, Seagull? Yeah, you missed it. How's it going, my dude? How's your day been so far? So you would have this. Now, what would you run with this? You could run a Drake. Drake is very nice to run in shotgun teams or teams in general because hit rate plus attack. And afterwards, I mean, healing if needed. More damage if needed. You could literally run fucking Guilty. Right? Because you don't need to burst with Dola per se. Her cooldown is not tied to it. It's just some crit and crit damage buffs and stuff like that, right? So you don't really need to burst with Dola. So you could run something like this. You could also go for Polly. Now, if you don't care about the cooldown reduction, you could also go for, you know, something like this. But Polly... Like, Polly would buff. She's a shotgun. She benefits from it. She has damage sharing, so she provides protection. None of these care about... None of these care about gaining ammunition. Well, it's a bonus, basically. Sugar does benefit a lot. But if you want more damage, this was probably the option, right? This is probably the more realistic option, isn't it? You're gonna make papooses? Good chicken day, nice. Oh, that's good, Seagull. So this is probably one of the more realistic options, ain't it? You would have the Guilty just absolutely annihilated things out of existence. So we have... Now, Sugar, you would probably run her with a Bastion Cube or a Reload Speed Cube. Because look at the Bastion doing God's work there. Look at the Bastion just doing God's work there. And then you would just go like this. The stacks do drop off pretty frequently, but the timing, at the end of the day, the timing is nice to stack on top of Sugar's attack speed during the burst and everything. Yeah, if you get some ammo on top of it for Sugar, like, you're quite good on this. Yo, how's it going, Zargathis? How's my day been? Pretty good. Pretty good so far. Now, the thing that is interesting about Tove is really that uptime RNG. But at max rank, it's, or at least at rank 9, it's not an issue. Because you would need to be hilariously unlucky to not have it up while you're bursting. You would actually need to be hilariously unlucky. As bad as it sounds for me to say that, right? You would actually need to be hilariously unlucky. And it's mitigated even further if you have max ammo, Bastion and stuff like that on the stove as well. Yeah, I dropped the stacks there because I was not controlling, I was not shooting anything with Tove. Now, when will you lose most of your stacks with Tove? If you stop shooting, so reloading. You need to continuously shoot with Tove. If you leave downtime, for example, like this, well, you're gonna lose the stacks, right? If you get slightly unlucky and you reload, you could lose the stacks as well, but the odds are pretty low overall. So, this is something that I showcased very slightly on the hot take video, right? But, I mean, yeah, Guilty is just an absolute monster. Guilty with attack, with her attack and everything. This could be the Team 5 comp, right? Drake provides the hit rate, so, and some attack. Dola provides a cooldown reduction. Sugar and Guilty are the shotgun DPSs, and Tove would be the buffer. We could run a additional... Now, we could run an additional, right? In an additional shotgun, like for example, Isabel to have a faster cycling. So what you could do is just run Isabel for faster cycles. Not for her own ability to do damage or anything, just for her ability to reduce the cycles by 5 seconds. Right? Like, every time you burst, Isabel can reduce the full burst duration by 5 seconds, which sounds bad until you realize that it allows you to enter cycles more quickly and maybe get more bursts with Sugar, right? Kind of a similar idea to the people that use Isabel or stuff like that for the sake of sniping more frequently with Alice. I think this could be... Let's do the event though, because I don't want to lose my 5... I don't want to randomly lose my 5 attempts for the thing. Happy Turkey Day. And it's already the end of November, cannot believe it. Time flies. In a dark room. Temperatures up on the surface have plummeted. Especially in the northernmost regions where the unlimited squad is stationed. With winter temperatures reaching staggering lows of negative 65 degrees. Wait, this has to be... Is this hold on. This has to be... Hold on. Negative 65? Celsius? Holy shit. It cannot be Fahrenheit, so yeah, it is Celsius. Negative freaking... Negative 65. Can you imagine that? Jesus Christ. Those low temps are the same? I see. Or similar enough. Okay, makes sense. Oh yeah, because it's a logarithmic... Yeah. Fahrenheit is logarithmic, it's not linear. Come over to get papusas. Nice. I would love to. I would love to visit y'all. With winter temperature reaching staggering negative 65 degrees. Like, can you imagine that? I have been to places that were at negative 30. Like, negative 30 was insanely cold. Like, the amount of protection that I needed to put and layers and everything was already insane. Negative 65. The conditions in these areas are so frigid that if you throw hot water into the air, it will evaporate and proceed to freeze instantaneously. Yeah, you don't need to go negative 65 for that. To survive in an environment like that, you must never forget the fourth thing that I'm about to tell you. Water, food, fire, and shelter. In cold environments, constant movement is imperative. Average day in Canada. Negative 30, like, the coldest I've been in is negative 35, and that was already freaking cold. Like, that was really freaking cold. I think it was negative 35 or approaching negative 40. No, negative 35 I think it was. Freaking Canadians though, I swear to God. The moment you stop, your body will begin to size up and items will freeze. As you can see here, my gun is stuck to my hand. If I were to encounter a rapture in this situation, our squad would be wiped out before we even knew what hit us. In order to extricate the gun from my hand, what you want to do is use... Oh no, we're already going Bear Grylls. You're lost and adrift in a snowy place. We're going Bear Grylls already, come on. How many down bad people would perk up to that sentence? You're lost and adrift in a snowy plain and you're low on water. Surely you could simply take a few handfuls of snow and use them to hydrate. One might mistakenly think that it's that easy. But if you were to make this mistake, the inside of your mouth would hurt. It also won't help with maintaining your body temperature. So what should you do? Improvise, adapt, overcome. Use pee. Take the snow, pack it into a bottle, and warm it up using your body's thermal heat before drinking it. Yeah, that's how you do it. Use pee. Fucking Socrates. Tove turns off the TV. Well, that should do it. This is the 10th time I've watched this recording. I've read all the survival books back and to and front as well. At this point, I should be beyond prepared to participate in a rescue operation. Still, maybe I should do a final check just in case. Stove looks at herself in the mirror. What about grasshoppers? They're an excellent source of protein. Can't forget about grubs either. You just got to be sure to remove the heads before eating them. Reindeer hides can be stretched over wooden boards made into a makeshift set. Then you've got moss. After squishing out the moisture, you can use it as a cushion. Okay, perfect. Fucking Stove. Fucking Grim, come on. I can't possibly be any more prepared than I already am. I've got all the knowledge I could possibly need right up here. All that's left is to put it into practice. But then what if I come off as too much of a tryhard to the others? There's no such thing as being too much of a tryhard in a survival situation. What do you mean? Might be better if I try to maintain some modesty throughout this process. The little shake. Hold on. Oh, the little shake. Love it. Hold on. I'm gonna reload. Look at this, chat. I fucking love it. Oh, I love it. Poor stove. Okay, so we're gonna be running, of course, stove. We're gonna run Alice, that's already 100%. We could run Senti if we wanted to for additional burst gen. But we're gonna run Naga, actually. What burst trees are also... Wanna run Crow? We could run Mihara, though. Run summer units. Yes. Yo, how's it going, Gold? For irony. Yes, let's run some of the summer Nikkes. That's a good idea, Tootie. What other summer Nikkes can I run? Let's see. Summer. Oh, we could run summer Neon for the deeper irony. Hold on. Yo, how's it going? Cooking, okay. Let's just run the deeper irony of summer Neon. Oh lord. What is this team? Let's go for it though. How's it going, my dude? Best, what are you cooking? Are you cooking some tasty Thanksgiving stuff or just good old daily shit? There we go. Thanksgiving stuff? Nice. Cooking these nuts. How's it going, Glue Sniffer? Welcome to the chat. Water power, yeah. Water power in the ice area. That's gonna work out. Sometime later in the northern base. Mike Quinn. Rabbity is here. Long time no see. Hello, servant. I've been waiting for you. Alice and Neve went to call you quite some time ago. You came later than expected. Did something happen on the way here? We had to wait forever and a day for the polar bears to fall asleep. It could be because it's winter, but we were spoiled for choice when it comes to ice caves. We figured there might be a polar bear inside one of them, so we burrowed our way in. We didn't find anything, so I ended up falling asleep hugging Burly Bear. Well, as long as no one was hurt, I suppose it's fine. Sorry to make you come out all this way, servant. Come here and sit by the fire. I sit by the stove and thaw off my frozen hands and feet. What's the mission this time? Did you not receive instructions from the Ark? All they told me was that I'd find out once I got to the north. I see. Then I'll try to explain quickly. Some time ago, we received an extraction request from the Ark. A detachment of mass-produced Nikkes were sent out to conduct a search. It's now been 28 days since they went MIA. Despite the extremely low concentration of Ovle particles in the Earth, we've been unable to establish contact with them and haven't received any reports. Their last known coordinated place is them near the mountains in the north. And just near Glitter Mountain, which is 3,000 meters of elevation. 3,000 meters of elevation, Jesus Christ. It was there that their signal was cut off. Glitter Mountain? That's not good. Even I try to avoid that place if at all possible. What's so bad about that place? It's super duper dangerous. It's an incredibly hostile environment up there. And it's swarming with raptors. If you falter there for even a second, you're likely to freeze to death. And it only gets worse the higher you go. Nikkes are more resistant to the cold than humans, but if they're exposed to extreme conditions for prolonged periods of time, their bodies and minds will be pushed to their limits. If they exist in that state for too long, they'll have a mental breakdown. Correct. That's where you come in. I believe in your ability to look after your mental well-being. And there may be certain situations that dictate that you make a judgment call. Understood. but are we even sure if a human can withstand the cold up there? They're not sure though. I share the same concern. That's why I was considering assigning the newbie as an additional support. Sorry, who? Her name is Stove, a Nikke produced by missiles. She's been assigned to this area because she's an avid survivalist. She's somewhat eccentric, but I'm sure she will be of some help when it comes to your safety. I'd like to say hi before we set out. A fine idea. If I know Tove, and I believe I do, I'd say she's out in the hallway pacing nervously. How about you go and say hi to her? Considering that she'll be responsible for your survival, she was keen to meet you. Okay. Oh, the irony of using these. Yes. Going with the waterboarding power. Ooh. Tree seeds. Relatively easily obtained in the place where you're left behind. Some people can hunt animals for food, but that's impossible for beginners, so they can only eat some tree seeds. Okay. Wait. When the event ends, each remaining tree seed will be exchanged for 200 credits. Okay. Has that always been the case? Northern base outside the reception room. Stove. Are you Stove? Yes. I'm a survival expert who will be exploring the wilderness with you starting today. I'm looking forward to it. Survival expert? What exactly does that entail? Well, as you already know, in the harsh conditions of the north, even a simple jaunt outdoors can become a life or death struggle. Of man versus nature, or man versus wild, would you say? To be asked to carry out a mission in this kind of environment is no small feat. However, there is no need to fear. I'm both a member of the Unlimited Squad and a survival expert. So as long as you stick close to me, you won't have to worry about being unfamiliar with this place. I'll ensure your safety, guaranteed. Sounds good. I decided not to mention that I've already partaken in several missions up north. Good. Then should we start preparing? To ascend to those snowy mountain peaks, you'll need more than just a few extra layers. You'll need thermal gear, gloves, hats, wool socks, and goggles to protect your eyes. All of these are indispensable. I'll bring those out of storage for you. All my prep is already done, but then again, I barely had to do anything to begin with. That's because 90% of the equipment I need is out there in nature waiting for me. What do you mean? Well, you'll find out when we head out. You're gonna love it. Oh no, I have a bad feeling about this one. What do you think, chat? Are we gonna in for a bad time again? Tove, but can you tell me how... No expert, yeah. We are here for a good time, not a long time. Freaking grim. Freaking grim. Sometime later in a snowfield up north. My goodness. Would you look at all that snow? I bet if I rolled around in it long enough, I'd end up becoming a snowman. The rescue operation is of paramount importance, so please refrain from such activities. Fine. I mean, if you did become a snowman, you might melt and we can't have that. Alice, who was getting ready to dive headfirst into the snow, quickly falls back into position. There is definitely heavier snowfall than usual. With all this snow, it would be perfect to dig a nice little cave to sleep in. Freaking Neve. You're not really thinking of sleeping in here, are you? As much as I'd like to know, I know that I can't, at least not now. first thing first, we need to find those Nikkes, and then you and I can cozy up in our den to hibernate. Freaking Neve. Freaking Nikkes and being down bad. Silent events with a lot of... Yep. Until then, you and I will just have to wait. But it is really hot, that's why snow would melt. Oh yeah, Alice in lore has a very, very warm body temperature, yeah. Her body suit is not even to protect her from the cold, it's kind of like to keep that heat in. Never strides towards forward with a palpable frivolity. You all seem so relaxed. Of course, it's not like I'm not nervous or anything. Freaking stove. Gotta love all the facial expressions that they're adding on the Nikkes as well. And sure, this is my first mission, and we may end up being too late for our rescue efforts. Don't worry, it's understandable to have such reservations. There's not one among us who hasn't gone through the same self-doubt. But you've said yourself countless times before. In extreme situations, strong mental fortitude is what will help you survive. We don't want to drag our feet, and it's good to show initiative. But these rescue missions can last anywhere from a few days to an entire month. If we find that it's entire time being high-strung, it might cloud our judgment when we need it the most, which would jeopardize the mission. And don't be ridiculous. Fucking Tove. I haven't had a negative thought cross my mind once this entire time. You can tell that she's lying, but sure. Glad to hear it. If that's the case, keep it up. Ludmilla proceeds along the path moving ahead of Neve and Alice. You know it. Do you trust me, survivalist? Why do you ask? I think Ludmilla is a bit nervous since this is my first time on a proper mission. Considering that you're entrusting me with your life, I just want to make sure that you realize how thoroughly prepared I am. She's nervous. Are you okay? Of course I'm okay. Do you have any idea how warm this suit is? It keeps the heat in like nobody's business. How come you're trembling then? Oh, well... It's because I raised my temperature sensitivity to the max. Maintaining one's body temperature is crucial for survival in snow environments. Nup nup. It seems like it will be a humorous event, but I have a feeling that we're gonna get gut punched again in this one, because it's a survival thingy. But what a cop-out would that be? Where's the fun in that? You can't stop giving me this stink eye. Look at that face. This isn't just about me, you know. By doing this, I can also get a better sense of how you're feeling out here in the cold. So just put your trust in me and fall. Sorry, what was I saying? Fine, fine. You don't have to tell me. I'll decrease my sensitivity, okay? Good idea. The memes are wild crazy. I can imagine that. Oh, good lord. Oh, this one's... Yep. It's dead before I even got a chance to do anything. We have the summer helm, the summer Anis, and the summer neon. If I didn't need 2 Nikkes to increase the drop rate of stuff, I would be running a full summer team, just as Tudi mentioned. On to the next stage. Hopefully we can get the 5 in before reset. We should be able to. A few hours later. This is where the last signal from the stranded Nikkes was detected. Their company consisted of 6 people. There should be traces of their camp or food they left behind. Let's pull it up, search your surroundings, and share anything you find. Yes, Queen. Sure thing. Ludmilla, what about Survivalist and me? EOSB no Perseus P Nodders. Fucking Zagrid this. The fucking memes write themselves, don't they? Oh, right. Both of you have had a tough go of it, trying to keep up with us. Why don't you sit tight and take a rest until we finish our search? Eh? I feel like I'm getting brushed off here. Not at all. You have the most important responsibility of all. You must ensure that Servant remains in good health and that he returns safely. How would you say Servant is faring at the moment? Tovik comes over and touches my hand. Oh no. Your hand is freezing. I'm okay. Yeah, how's it going, Adva? Someone says memes are the DNA of the soul. Yeah, exactly. The heck you are. If you don't warm up your hands pronto, you could end up getting frostbite and I'll have to amputate them. Dang it, I knew I shouldn't have lowered my temperature sensitivity so much. Well, I can see that you have your hands full. I'll proceed with my search and leave Servant to you. Frostbite is not fun. Ludmilla leaves to commence searching the area. Sure thing, you can trust me. As Tova cradles both of my hands in hers, I can feel a warming sensation. Wait here just a moment. I'll make us a nice warm fire. First, I've got to gather some dry branches or bundles of dried up grass for kindling. Fat man, come on, Caesar. Oh, good lord. Then I gotta find something that we could use as flint. Let's see. Found it. Tovi picks up a bit of rock and a dried from a dry riverbed. Take a good look at this rock here. You see that slightly red hue? That means there's been iron oxidation. If you've got that, you can use any type of metal object that's lying around. Like this pipe here. You take that, create some friction, then you won't even need a lighter to make fire. Yeah, it's easier when you look at videos or at books than actually starting a fire in real life. It's really difficult. What gives? Why isn't anything happening? Doing great, just came to watch the stream for some time and then go to sleep. Yeah, thanks a lot for dropping by, I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the stream. Sometimes when you go to do something, I pause the stream, come back and was like, this is live, why did I pause it? I mean, that's the advantage of YouTube over Twitch, is that you can rewind, pause, and just watch wherever you left off, right? Even though it's alive. What gives? Why isn't anything happening? In all the videos I saw, they just did this a couple of times and they had a blazing fire in no time. What in the world? Survivalist. Here, let me try. After about 10 or so strikes, I managed to catch a spark. So this really does work. Fascinating. Wonder if they will make an IKEA joke, even though it would be cliche. I wonder. It's not what I meant. Just that there is a slight difference between reading about something and actually doing it. Yep, there is a very big difference. Are you sure you're a survival expert? Of course. I wasn't assigned to the northern base for nothing. Sure, this may not have been exactly my finest hour, but your true survival skills shine when you successfully rescue those who are in need. Fells are pretty fast. Yeah. Godverdomme. I just promise that I'll show you what I'm made of in due time. Anywho, we better move this spark over to the kindling. This position right here should be perfect. Everything else should seems to be too damp. Yeah, how's it going, Gustav? Kremlin. Even if you manage to gather dry kindling, your fire won't go anywhere if the ground is too wet. Tove moves the spark over to the kindling. How is it? You feeling any warmer? A little bit, yeah. Good. I was worried about I was all worried about nothing. Turns out this is where my skills truly lie. Freaking Tove, though. We have 20 minutes until reset. It's almost better for me to... Yeah, to have a little bit of the auto on to know where the raptors are gonna spawn, because my Nikkes will kill things before they even spawn. Oh, that victory thing was pretty cool. Did you guys see that? She's like, we won, but first let me take a selfie. Okay, so on to the next one. I believe this is the one, right? Should we get a fails count for this event? Oh, we could do that. I think we've searched enough. Everyone report on your findings. I found a necklace that one of the princesses was wearing. Alice extends 2 frozen dog tags. These production numbers line up with the missing mass-produced Nikkes. Alice, where did you find this? Right there below that big bridge. The ancient-looking one? It seems they camp below it and use it as a roof. Excellent work, Alice. My pleasure, Queen. My turn. I started from the camping site that Alice found and followed the footprints, much like I would track a polar bear. So far you count 2. We're gonna need a fail counter. I'll add it in a bit. What footprints? Wouldn't they all be covered in the snow by now? Not entirely. There were still some shallow divots that I could make out. Analyzing those is my specialty. Anyway, judging from the footprints that I found, all 6 of them were heading towards the dense pine forest. That's the path towards Glitter Mountain, isn't it? Why would they go in that direction? Not sure yet. It could be related to the mission they were on, or they could have been fleeing from raptors that were in pursuit. Either way, it's clear which path we have to take from here. Well done, Neve. Don't mention it. So, is it my turn now? Do you have something to report? Not really. She helped me warm up. She also taught me how to make a fire in a damp area. Alright, I did. Also about to impress him and show my real survival's list side going forward. Okay, very nice. I'm looking forward to seeing that side of you as well. Alright, let's move out before it gets dark. Roger. We also have the good old summer neon here. Oh, good lord. Am I winning? Ah, easy peasy. Man, summer neon being one of the lowest DPSs even here. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Our radio is picking up some kind of signal. From which direction? Never rotates the radio antenna in various directions. 8 o'clock from the mountain ridge. Judging by how weak the signal is, I'd say it's coming from a fair distance away. You forgot how cute Alice can be? She is cute. She's quite cute. What's the possibility that the signal is coming from a missing Nikkes? I'd say down near certainty. If there had been any other squad dispatched up north, the ARC would have notified us of it when they sent in an extraction request. Then let's hurry and move. No. There is a deep valley that way. There is a steep downhill curve ahead. If we rush headlong into it, there could be a serious accident. Can't we just use like a big slide? If it were just us, we could. However, Servant is bound to get injured trying such maneuver. Yeah, how's it going, soy sauce? There should phone it with the fingers out of the weird fluff stuff. Oven. Let's make it Oh yeah, like Neve's sleeve is... I don't even know how to say about that fashion though, so yeah. Let's make a sled and have Rabbity ride on it. And how, pray tell, do you intend on making a sled here of all places with no materials? I can do it. I can make a sled no problem. We'll scrounge up the sturdiest wood we can find to make a frame, and attach some animal hide to it. With my know-how, I should be able to find an animal no problem. We'll also have the help of Neve, who's an animal expert. Give me 1 hour and I'll have something workable. 1 hour, that's all I ask. Didn't even make finger holes. It looks like the fingers are just articulating out of fluff balls. It does look like that, doesn't it? Yeah, Alice is just... cute ball of positivity is a very charitable way of putting it. Maybe green, but I'm still a member of Unlimited. This is my time to shine, I can feel it. On top of that, those lot Nikkes are waiting for us, and things may get even more desperate. Trust me, it pains me to delay the rescue even for a single hour. Fine. I understand you've spent a lot of time researching this sort of thing. You seem confident to knock yourself out. Really? It's okay? I'll give it everything I've got. I'll wake up a warp speed sled that'll get us where we need to be in no time. Can you help me out, Neve? How? The main thing that we've got to find is a suitable animal hide to stretch over the sled. Then, the excited Stove drags Neve along into the forest. Hey, I want to come too. I want to see how you make a sled. Alice sprints towards Stove. They're all in high spirits. High morale is a good thing. Even better if it translates into good results. Whatever the result, it will be a valuable learning experience for them all. It's nice of you to say that. They're counting on me to believe in them. A moment later. Ta-da! My super duper survival sled is now complete. It's a true wilder sled made of wood and fresh reindeer hide. With this, we can go down any slope with ease. Unfortunately, we didn't have a whole lot of hide to go around, so we could only make one. Sorry about that. It's okay. Oh, by the way, do you have time for an account review? I'm having a hard time figuring out what my optimal team comp is now, especially since pulling Tia with Naga the last couple of days. Yeah, sure. You can redeem it with channel points, and I can do that later, yeah. Servant can use the sled, the rest of us will have another way to get down. More importantly, have you taken this sled for a test drive of any kind? No, not yet. Why don't you go and try it out on the small hill then? Good idea. If we want to ensure his safety, we have to be thorough. How about it, survivalist? I made it so that 1 human and 1 Nikke can get on. First thing first, I want to check out if it can handle the weight. Okay. I sit behind Tove, who seems filled with determination. Phew. The inaugural ride of the first sled I've ever made. This is quite an experience. Considering this is the first sled you've ever made, the quality is not too bad. That's what I thought too. I've been dying to do stuff like this for ages. And that's why I read all of those books, more than I can count. Phew. You ready to do this thing? Are there not any safety measures? Of course there are. First off, you've got your safety belt here. Tove tugs it on the strap fixed to the sled and secures it around us. Then you've got the backup safety belt. Tove takes my hand and fastens it around her waist. Me. Just hold on tight and I'll do everything I can to make sure you're safe, okay? Just don't let go. I won't. Good answer. Alright then, off we go. Tove gives a push and the sled tilts over the top of the hill and begins to slide downward. Wow. Oh no, that's not good. Is this how we get into an accident or something? Okay, we need to do the challenge real quick before reset. I don't remember what the boss is supposed to be. So I'm just gonna go all out from the get-go. We're just gonna go all out from the get-go and kill it instantly. Oh, Gravedigger! Oh, that's gonna be quick. We're just gonna go all out from the get-go. There we go, dead. Okay, so we get one copium pool and a bunch of materials. That's pretty neat. Although I do feel they nerfed a little bit too much the challenge mode, but maybe that's just me. Oops. Use P. I mean, they gave us Grave Digger for something that... for an event where we have a Nikke that synergizes with shotguns. This is actually perfect testing grounds. Oops. Freaking hiccups, I swear to God. I have them pretty nasty hiccups, huh? So, we grab these. And we grab these. Man, I really need to get rid of these hiccups. Thank you. No, these are hiccups. That's the worst part of it. But thank you. I don't want to sound like a squeaky toy all the time. God damn. Man, what's the best way of getting rid of hiccups? Oh no. Oh no, they don't go away. You hold your breath and drink water, you think, Mitch? Drink water? Use P fucking Zagri this. I mean, in a sense, it's using water as well. Oops. Hold breath for a minute. Dorito, eat Dorito. Okay, hopefully they're gone away. I'll get a VTuber model one. Do you guys really want me to become a VTuber? I could do that. I would need to save up some money for a VTuber model though, but I could actually do that. Let's see, so we have some random events to go through. Huh. Work smarter, not harder, meeting a fan, and hidden master of production. Ooh, that's gonna be cool. We do get some copium pulls as well on the blue ticket gacha. If it takes my fancy. I mean, I like VTubers, so I've never been against becoming a VTuber. I've actually never been against that. So we got 3 copium pulls here, huh? Fuck it, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Or we could wait to get the rest of the copium pulls, because one of the tickets came from the daily thingy. So we could wait to get a 10 pull, so that it looks a little bit cooler. I also have this mold to open. Now the question is whether or not I want to save it for Stove to release, or to be added to the pool, or should I just open it? What would I even want out of this, right? I would want additional copies of Marciana would be nice. Additional copies of Query would be nice. Additional copies of D would be nice. Volume Novel Yulha would be really nice to have an additional copy of. And Rosanna. Tove is a support. I don't know if you need multiple copies. Oh, I mean just for the lobby. I'm not going to roll more copies for Tove, for the Stove. I just mean for lobby purposes, right? Opening the SSR mold. But that's the same for the other Nikkes, and the other Nikkes will have lower chances, so we're just gonna open this mold. And we got a Nero. I mean, Nero is fine, actually. How's Tove looking? She looks decent. I think she's gonna be quite good in terms of future-proofing. Once we get more meta Nikkes, Schrodinger's cat, yep. Although I already had Max Limit Break Nero, so... Well, I even had a red core one, but... It is what it is. Pretty sure with that I do have... Oh wait, I already had finished the weekly. Whoops. But, like, Stove is nice, and she will be definitely very strong once we get more shotgun Nikkes. Because at the moment, you don't really have great choices. Like, Noir, you kind of want to pair her with Blanc to get the full use out of her. But you could still run her individually, right? Although, honestly, damage to interruption parts and hit rate is not super mandatory, so you could run Noir quite literally just with Stove, and not with Blanc. But, like, you would be running something like Noir, Sugar, and everything, but for solo raid scenarios, you wouldn't have, imagine having Noir. Oh, poor Zagreus. Yeah, that is rather unfortunate. But that's the thing, right, is that in a solo raid scenario, you're never going to separate Noir from Blanc. So, until we get Rouge or Jean... yo, how's it going, Vimac? How are the pulls? Pretty good. Pretty good, actually. Got in... got it in, like... what's it called? In 20 pulls or so. Went quite well, actually. But yeah, how's your day been, Vimac? But yeah, like, in terms of options, it's very limited in the SG department. Now, her being a... Okay, so here is something, right? You're tempted to roll for her. One copy is good enough for future-proofing Zagreus. She is a safe skip. Very nice, congrats. Thank you. Thank you. Pretty boring, all your friends are busy with Thanksgiving. Aw, damn. Yeah, I can picture that. I can picture that. Saving for Red Hood's return to the pool. I mean, yeah, you could save that for premium opium copium. Save skip, so you already have solid Team 5 options. Yeah, basically. She's not a safe skip, she's a hard pass. Like, here's the thing, right? Is that Stove is very good and will become much better, especially if they add Nikkes. Okay, picture this, right? A Nikke that is a shotgun and that is not reliant on her burst to do damage. That's the best type of Nikke to pair with Stove. That's the absolute best Nikke to pair with Stove. Also, Nikkes like Sugar that really enjoy that attack speed and that just, you know, get attack speed of their own as well, that have ammo capacity, that just shoot as well during their burst. Really like Stove as well. Sugar, guilty, that said, at the moment, Tuni. At the moment. Now, imagine they add a Shotgun Pilgrim that does a lot of damage and that has similar kit to Sugar or something. Like, that's the thing about supports, and that's what I always say to chat in both my hot take videos or here when I'm streaming, is that supports are generally as good as the thing that they are supporting. Unless you're talking about Summer, Nice, and Dorothy. Right? Unless you're talking about like Summer, Nice, and Dorothy, but those are absolute fucking anomalies. Generally speaking, they're as good as what they're supporting, right? So if Sugar was a top meta DPS, Stove would be meta immediately. Instantly would be meta. But Sugar is not a top meta DPS, right, at the moment. Exactly, so you get the idea, right? I'm showcasing this intentionally. Like, you see this attack speed from just having the... this is just from the Stove buff, right? Sugar is good on some stages. That is true. That is very true. Usually just Gravedigger, yeah, exactly. But that's the thing, right, is that we need more close range bosses for SG to be more in the meta, or a mechanic that like Samurai needs to make range irrelevant. Basically, yeah. There are not a lot of bosses where you can actually fully make use of shotguns. Ironically, Nihilister is not that bad for shotguns. Like, I used Guilty. Yeah, the reset has happened. There we go. Now we can claim these. More core dust. Nice. But yeah, like that's the thing, is that support Nikke is... I'll use another example, right? Just for reference. Let me just dispatch here real quick. Okay. So let me give you guys some other examples as to what I mean by supporters are as good as what they support. Unless they're called Dorothy, or unless they're called freaking... what's it called? Unless they're like Dorothy and Submarinies, right? Because they're both DPS and supporters. But if you go into the support stuff, right? One good example of currently not very used support that could become much better in the future is, well, Tove, of course, but there is another one which is a Summer Mary. Summer Mary provides some buffs that are incredibly nasty if we had good water-coated Nikkes. That's the thing, is that she grants essentially, you know, attack buff to all water-code allies for 3 seconds. She grants damage as strong element, which is elemental damage, which is also a very powerful buff. With the... let me just pull the numbers from the Wikipedia rather than from Summer Mary herself, because mine is not very invested. Right, so Summer Mary. Now imagine Summer Mary if there was a powerful water-coated Nikke, right? She would grant 23.23% attack for 3 seconds, and she would grant 20, 33, 34, 34, 40, give or take 43% elemental damage, right? This is what this means. She could grant, give or take 43, 44% elemental damage. If you have a powerful Nikke that does a lot of damage, like a one-hit nuke or something, that you can fire within 3 seconds, right? Within 3 seconds, so instant damage types of Nikke that does a lot of damage, she would be way more valuable. Her healing is insane as well, but she would be even more valuable. But she doesn't have good water-coated Nikkes to support at the moment, which is the unfortunate thing for her. And there are like other Nikkes that you could make cases for similar situations, right? Like Miranda is mostly used for Snow White teams. Leader is very solid because she has all around very good buffs. But supporter Nikkes in general, it's based on, you know... Imagine a world where almost no bosses or nothing had cores, right? Why would you use Naga at that point? Her shivering in the opening sends you a... yeah, I really like that. We talked about a lot of Tove's kit, but what about her assets? Very good assets, I gotta say that. The Nikke design team are really doing God's work with Tove's design. So, let us start the prediction for the Rokas. It is not a full burst weekend yet, so it is only this one. So let us begin the Gamba for that. In the meantime, I'm just gonna fetch these. Like, very, very good assets, I gotta say. Do you guys like Tove's design? Like, if we exclude, you know, the whole whether or not she's meta, do you guys enjoy her design? That is a good question for you, chat. I personally quite like her design. Like, the Nikke team knows what they're doing. The tongue outside the bodysuit. Absolutely, it's amazing, isn't it? Scandinavians are cute. Oh, I'll tell that to some of my friends. You like it, but as many other Nikkes, it leaves me wanting for more art. Understandable. Let me think. So, she is a missile, so this is the one that I want. Yes, and no, you find her posture weird more than appealing? Really? Hitler approved Nikke, god damn it. God damn it, Tootie. Let's see, so we can set up a lobby for that. Let's see. Yoink. Neve doesn't have a burst animation. That's a tragedy. It's a tragedy that Neve doesn't have a burst animation, isn't it? Wait, where is Ludmilla though? I'm pretty sure I have it. Yeah, there's Ludmilla. One of the ways to use her assets is to put them on display. Good lord. Yeah, it's a kind of a tragedy that Neve doesn't have a burst animation, isn't it? And I mean, I guess we can just keep Red Hood, or you know what? We can keep Haran in the. Or we could even go. Hold on, we could go. Hold on. I'm pretty sure there is a. Oh, there was no cutscene for that one, was there? Yeah, they didn't make a lobby thing for that one. That's kind of a shame. What could we put for the last one? First time you see Neve starting playing a game, what a design. Yeah, I mean, there should be a method to get her, right? Like, I don't believe that they're gonna make pure limited Nikkes. It would be a weird decision. It would be a very weird decision. The meme with this one is very strong. I actually quite like the meme where she just gives you the middle finger. Gotta love that freaking click thing. Gotta love it. So let's go to the simulation room real quick and do the dailies. She kind of looks like she's just taking a selfie, doesn't it? To me, it just feels like watching my sister in her teenage years taking a freaking selfie and thinking that she's looking adorable when she could actually kill somebody with cringe. Good thing she doesn't watch my streams, though. Good thing she doesn't watch my streams. Otherwise, I would be getting some WhatsApp message right now or something. She did go through that freaking selfie phase when she was younger. It was pretty funny. And of course, as the older brother, it was my duty to you know, make fun of her. It was my God-given duty. She fucking hated my guts back then. Bless dashboard bot editing. She doesn't even know I stream, so it's fine. She has no idea I stream. Pure brotherly love. Exactly. Fair play. The fingers don't bother you? My sister has a Nikke confirmed. I mean, the whole freaking selfie thing is really like freaking my sister when she was a teenage. It's like straight up my sister. Holy shit. The freaking shaking thing gets me as well. That thing is gonna get me every time. Oh, hold on. We could make a Gravedigger team for. Okay, so Gravedigger team. Chat. Let's go. Stove. Guilty. Sugar. Noir. And if you want to burst on cooldown, we would put a cooldown reduction Nikke right here. So we would put something like a Dola, for example. Or in this case, Helm Aquamarine. Yeah, how's it going, template? In this case, Helm Aquamarine actually works much better. But if we wanted to make one that doesn't care about cooldown reduction, we would just add Drake at the end. We're gonna go with the cooldown version though. So we're gonna go with the Stove. Yo, how's it going, template? How's your day been so far? Okay, so Stove should be able to just permanently attack Gravedigger, so we shouldn't even need to manual it. Well, we're gonna need to test this elsewhere. We're gonna need to test this on something a little bit harder. Your day's been amazing, for real, for real. Nice. Okay, so since we have the Gamba going on, we're gonna do. Let me pick. Yeah, how's it going? Killed it. Welcome to the stream. Wait, is my 7TV emote broken or not? Odd. Wait, why is that? Is my 7TV broken or something? Odd. Oh well. But how's it going? Welcome to the stream, Killed it. She's still shivering. Yeah, look at her go. Oh, that got me real good. So we're gonna continue doing the event first, and because we have the Gamba going on, have I summoned for the Stove? Yes, I have a template. Unfortunately, you missed it, but it is what it is. So we have the Rockaz Gambling, by the way. For those who want to Gamba channel points, you can redeem them for a lot of things. Soyo, for example, redeemed an account review, which I will do later. For now, let's just continue the event. So it's this one. Yeah, you missed it. 1 hour and 30 late. Yeah, no worries, template. There is the VOD as well anyways, so don't worry too much. Something doesn't feel right. Why aren't you supping? I don't know. It just looked like a tiny slope from the top. But I don't see our landing spot anymore, and the sled... Oh my god. Hold up, do you see that behind us? Looks like a snowstorm is brewing and it's coming right for us. Oh god. That's an avalanche. I got a turn. Desperately attempting to outflee the encroaching avalanche, we become one with the sled and slide down the steep hill. Are you okay? I didn't lose you, did I? I'm alive, but barely. Well, that's good. We've got to get out of here. If we stay where we are, there might be a second avalanche. Can't move my leg. Don't worry. Tove releases the strap securing her to the sled. I'll pull you to safety. Sled and all. The moment we get off the slope, another avalanche occurs. Maybe Marion learned about underwear and her clothes by hanging out with Stove without people knowing. Could be. Could be. There's no way we can go back the way we came. Uh-oh, what should we do? We're so screwed. Calm down, we still got our phones. Alright. Yo, how's it going, guest? W fanbase. I totally forgot. Thank goodness for modern technology. You can call from just about anywhere, so it's nearly impossible to get stranded. Tove takes out her phone and starts dialing. Uh-oh, no signal. Let me check. I take out my phone and check for reception. Tove. What is the Avla particle concentration here? I don't have any measuring instruments, so I'm not sure. but I doubt the alpha particles are the problem. Alpha particles tend to be scarce up north. Then again, in remote mountainous areas like this, there are times when the signal is unable to go through. Marin was just early to the underwear over clothes trend. She watched too much Superman and Batman. That's what happened, Vimek. Then we can't rely on contacting any outside help via phone. I've been watching me on YouTube streams when you were playing Nikke. Oh, nice. Thanks a lot, Kyoto. I appreciate the support. I released a video very recently as well. The thing is, I don't have the time to make... now you're back to Nikke? Oh, nice. Did you take like a break from Nikke? Were you like playing other games or other gachas? What about a flare? Yay, break? Yeah, that makes sense. Better not burn out on the game. I gave mine to Neve. I thought about bringing one, but my luggage was too heavy as is. I figured if we needed two, we could just build a fire beacon. Then let's do that. Okay. Let's see what we can use as flint here. I'm not saying anything, no worries. We can just use the spare battery and wires I got in my backpack. Where did it go? Where's the screwed? Come on, Tove, keep it together. You're a survival expert, remember? You still have that much confidence in me? You're really a nice person. Just don't get discouraged and keep your head in the game. Where do they usually start on the shows that you've watched? Usually they'd have a house pretend that they're stranded somewhere, and reaching a road, a village, or some other place with traces of civilization is the goal. Actually, that's basically Bear Grylls. That's fucking Bear Grylls, hold on. That's literally fucking Bear Grylls. Like, this is Man vs. Wild. Like, that's literally Man vs. Wild. Have confidence in yourself, Stove. Yeah, basically. When you think about it, it's not too different from our current situation. Did you at least play the anniversary, Kyoto? Or did you skip the anniversary? Because that would be a damn shame if you skipped such a good event. Yes, very similar. So you see, we can make it out of here. I think you're right. We can think about it as us being two survival show TV hosts. I'm glad to have Red Hood. Oh, nice. Congrats on that. Trying so hard not to call her Stove. I call her Stove, so... Who just parachuted out of a helicopter. Yes, that's it. It's hard to explain, but I feel somehow reinvigorated. I'm not exactly sure how, but I think we've got to survive this. The important thing is a strong mental resilience and perseverance. And keeping ourselves properly fed. Freaking Stove. Let's go. I'll find something to get you fueled up. I'm most grateful if you could. It's really funny that they call her Tove. The wink? Yeah, exactly, Zagritus. And these raptors get wiped out so quickly. Ayaya! Look at that grin. Look at that grin. Keep yourself fed, keep your mind alert, use P. Freaking Zagritus. This freaking event is gonna bring all of the freaking golden shower fetishists out of the woodwork, wouldn't it? Good lord. Socrates feeling himself called out now. Look at that grain there. I really like the animations. She looks amazing on it. Aquamaster Neon. Good lord. When you're out in the cold, food is key to survival. Tove trudges through the snow towards the nearest tree. For example, this tree here is a species that only grows in extreme cold, but is rich in nutrients and moisture, so... Tove produces a knife from her jacket pocket and starts stripping off some of the bark. It serves as shelter for numerous small critters. If we're lucky, we'll rustle up a squirrel or a bird. We could also turn up some beetles, ants, and other excellent sources of protein. Have you seen the Buff Mars Simon meme? No, I have not guessed. Did you put it on the Discord? Beetles wouldn't be too bad. You don't have to pretend to be tough around me. Most people can't stand creepy crawlies. But if you just close your eyes and swallow, it isn't that bad. Alright, let's see what this tree has in store for us. Jam a moment. I mean, if you can send it on the Discord, I'll take a look at it later. Tova continues to strip off the bark with her knife. Let's see. I think something's coming out now. Did you see that? Something just whizzed past. Is it a worm? No way. A worm wouldn't be living this deep inside of a tree. And besides, it wouldn't be that fast. Yeah, it's a centipede. It's a centipede. Oh no, full Tove. Full stove. Just look at all those legs. There's gotta be over 100 of them. Weren't we supposed to eat whatever? Hold still and try to smack and catch it. No, don't. It could be dangerous. It could bite you and kill you. I pick up the sturdy-looking stick lying on the ground and give the centipede a good whack. Tove clings tightly to my body. Is it dead? Are you sure you got it? Yeah, you got it. You notice her braids? Her character design is quite intricate. It is very intricate, isn't it? Once you look at the tongue. Freaking Zagreus is outing himself as down bad at every corner with the stove. God damn. Snow White looking on and laughing. Pretty much, 2D. Like, Snow White just doesn't give a shit. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. Okay. Any chance you could come down now? You're kind of heavy. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was too busy thinking about that centipede. Aren't we all down bad, though? Oh, yeah. Definitely. All I wanted was to get away from it and climb up to a safe place. Turns out, you are the closest thing available to climb, sorry. Can we stay like this for a little longer, though? I'm still a bit uneasy. It's my first time seeing a centipede in person. Fine. Centipedes are super creepy. A moment later, I wasn't myself back there. I don't usually get startled like that. I didn't realize we'd be up against such a formidable foe like a centipede. You seem to have pulled yourself together admirably. Yes, well, I got startled, but I guess it wasn't that bad. Freaking stove. You don't have to worry about me too much. In a way, though, there is a silver lining to all of this. Amidst all the chaos, I did manage to scrounge up a decent energy source. Stove pulls out something from her pocket, which wriggles in her hand. This is a juvenile northern longhorn moth. As you can see, it's nice and plump, and creepy, I mean delicious. Like most insects, this little fella is packed full of protein. Well, bon appetit. Tove motions to shove the wriggling larva into her mouth, but stops short. Is something wrong? I was just thinking, since it's a delicacy and all, it's only fair that you get to try it first. After all, I'm a Nikke and you're a human. You need the nutrients way more than I do. She just doesn't dare eat the grub. Shall we channel our inner Snow White, or shall we just call her out on her bluff? What do you say, chat? 1 or 2? What do you say? Call her out her bluff, or just channel our inner Snow White? 2 Snow White? Okay, let's go with the inner Snow White then. Okay, give it here. I stare at the squirming larva. Shall we chew or swallow? Chewing or swallowing? Chewing is a bad idea because when you do that with grubs like that, they actually pop and it's actually not that good. But if you swallow it whole, you run the risk of having some issues. So usually you have to behead it and swallow it whole. Or something like that. Channel that inner Snow White. Enjoy it, masticate. We have masticate and 2. Oh, 2 votes towards 2. Okay, let's just swallow it whole. How did it taste? Surprisingly tasty, kinda nutty. Oh, really? Stove. You've got to eat one too. Look, I'm sorry I tried to trick you into eating them all. My bad. I know how desperate our situation is. It's just that I thought I'd mentally prepare after watching all those videos and reading all those books. I figured I'd be able to close my eyes and poke this down the hatch. But now that they're in front of me, I don't think I can do it. So we did end up calling her on her bluff at the end. Don't ask me how I know about the hole. If you chew it, it pops and it actually bursts. You don't want to hear a story about that. Especially since some people may be having lunch or dinner or be preparing themselves for Thanksgiving. I'll just leave it to your imagination. Alright, you won't. Yeah, it's probably for the best. You sent it to me on Discord? Sure, guest. Let me open the Discord and I'll check after this. Let's see. Did you put it in memes or something? JoJo's Awaken Marge Simpson meme? Okay. Thanks Howard for the follow. Much appreciated, cute it. Thank you. Oosh. It's already getting dark. I can feel the temperature dropping by the second. We haven't found any proper food sources yet, and we don't have a fire either. I'll have to look at it probably off stream if it's a video guest, because I don't want to get into trouble with copyrighted music and everything. And unfortunately, a lot of Japanese stuff, like Japanese animation, songs and everything, are the holy grail for getting copyright strikes on YouTube. First things first, we should hide from the wind. I was thinking the same. Is there anywhere we can use as a shelter? Yes, there's really nothing. We're in the middle of a field. However, when there is a will, there is a way. We can dig a makeshift cave in the snow, like how polar bears hibernate. The only problem is that we don't have anything to use as a shovel. Stove takes out her gun and turns on the safety. This should do the trick. So long as it doesn't accidentally fire. Anything I can do to help? Could you maybe find a distant stick and help me dig? I trudge across the snow and pick out a stick that seems fairly sturdy. That should do it. Let's find a good place to dig. This may sound obvious, but it'd be better if we could dig into a slope rather than flat ground. Let me check which direction the wind is blowing. This spot seems ideal. I don't think we'll get as much wind here. Stove starts using her gun to dig. Dig using the stick. Survivalist. I'll dig a hollow where we can both lie down. Can you dig an opening below that? Think of it as the lower part of a bunk bed. I read this in an old book once. Apparently, when you dig out a lower part as well, the cool air goes down and causes the warmer air to circulate upwards. Sure thing. Oh, that's a pretty cool survival trick, actually. I never thought about that. Is that you make a hollow below the place where you're going to stick around, so that because cold air is denser than warm air, because the particles are less scattered around. If that makes sense. The lower the temperature, the less scattering there is due to, you know, energy and everything. So that's actually pretty cool. Just as the wind starts to pick up, we finish digging a hollow just big enough for the both of us to lie down and sleep. We finally did it. Let's huddle here and get away from this darn wind. A rescue team or some errant raptors might come by, so I'll stay up and keep watch. For the sake of your health, you should get some sleep. Wouldn't it be better if we take turns? No. I'll do it. I've got to live up to my role as a proud member of Unlimited. Exploring the unfamiliar and rescuing those stranded is my job. That's what I'm meant to do. Yes, I may have shown you a side of me that I'm not proud of, but I still believe my determination is second to none. So trust me when I say you can depend on me now. Besides, I feel better knowing that I'm doing something. If you say so, then okay. Rest well. If you're cold, you can scoot closer to me. Okay. I pat Tove on the shoulder as she flashes an amorous wink. She's trying to play the winky joke, but she's probably the first one to buckle if we actually went and did it. Gotta love the grin as well that she has when reloading and everything. Look at her. Wait, one of my Nikke... Wait, somewhere in this missile hit the boss before it materialized. What the heck? Wait, does that mean that when they teleport, they actually just become invisible or something? I thought they dematerialized and they couldn't be hit when they teleported. Oosh. It's nice to be out of here. I thought we were gonna be buried out under all that snow. Anyway, what a lovely morning. You okay, survivalist? It's freezing out here. What? Don't tell me you've got hypothermia. I stuck close to you all night so that I could share my body temperature. At least I'm not sicker than I apparently already am. Well, just a moment, I'll give you a once-over. Tove places her hand on my forehead to check my temperature. Phew, that's a relief. All you've got is a small cold. Don't scare me like that. I was really thinking the worst. I thought for sure you had hypothermia. We better act quick, otherwise that is what's gonna be the case. Point taken. If we can find a cave or a building where we can at least warm up, then we'd be able to continue moving forward after you recover. What the? What's wrong? Can't you see? Over there it's faint, but there is a light in the mountain. If it's bright enough to notice even in daytime, it might be a street light in front of a building. A working street light in this day and age? You see some every once in a while. Sure, the prospect of providing electricity all the way up here is tough, but you can just set up some solar panels. Not only that, but unless I'm mistaken, that's the location we were told about during the mission briefing. You hate going against the train? It's been like ages since you unlocked Special Interception EX and still can beat it. Yeah, train is tough. Train is probably gonna be the toughest one up until a certain point where Gravedigger will become the tougher one again. No, it couldn't be. Could it be the Nikkes we're looking for to be there? It certainly is a distinct possibility. No way. Things are suddenly looking up. We should be able to reach there in half a day. We can check if there are any survivors staying there, and we can warm you up while we're at it. True, true. We should get a move on while I still have the energy. Sounds like you're getting worse. What was it that people say in moments like these? No matter how tired you feel, don't close your eyes. I'm fine, it's just a cold. You say that, but you don't look pretty good. Stove walks in front of me and sits down. Here, let me carry you. We've got a fair distance to cover until we get to that building. If you hang on to my back, I'll be able to warm you up somewhat. Without rebuffing any further, I get on top of his back. Sorry. Use a beat fucking daggered this. You were unable to... Oh, you used the Noah tactic. That's a pretty rare tactic, actually. I relied on you way more than I would have liked. So now it's my turn to step up. I know I talk big game, but I promise I'll keep you alive, and I intend to keep that promise. So don't give up on me. The most important thing when it comes to survival is never giving up. Yo, how's it going, Itsuki? How's my day been so far? Pretty good overall. My Tova pulls were pretty good, actually. I got her in 20 pulls. That was pretty a very quick stove that we obtained. For invulnerability, for the first group of turrets, yeah, that helps a lot for sure. It's so trivial now. Yeah, with what's it called? With Overload is pretty good. I hear you. 20 pulls. Steffi shafted you. Oh, good lord. How many pulls did it take you to get a stove? Like, what happened, Itsuki? How did he scam you this time around? How did he scam you this time around, Itsuki? Once we pass this hill, we should be able to, we should reach a place where we saw the street light. There's a high chance we'd run into those missing Nikkes. They'd be the first people that I've ever rescued. But before we head out with our survivors in tow, I'll have to ask them for some hit packs or warm water, something to get you warmed up. Here we are. Tove, exhausted from the climb, slops down on the snow. Yeah, I think we're in the right place though. There, you see that sign on that building? Mountain Rescue Base. I think it's what the survivors could be camping out. I see. How come your voice is so weak? Let's hurry up and get you warm inside. Papoose has acquired. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds good. A moment later, Mountain Rescue Base. Is anyone here? I'm Tove from Unlimited Squad. We came looking for a missing Nikke squad. Could anyone help us? Anyone help us? No signs of life. You're right about that. Maybe they're taking a nap? Let's take a look further inside. Carrying me on her back, Tove takes a few more steps. Is that a radio? Oh, I think I know what this is. This must be the radios that send the distress signal. That would mean that the owners of this radio have to be around here somewhere. Tove inches closer to the door where the sound is coming from. Should we open it? Do it. They're probably all dead, aren't they? Oh my gosh. From the small gap on the open door, I can make out a Nikke that has suffered severe damage to her core, and another two with similar injuries. To the side there are three round-shaped mechanical devices, inside of which appear to be encased something fragile. I think these are the ones we're looking for. They're in pretty rough shape. I approach the heavily damaged Nikke to assess their condition. They're still breathing. Oh, they're still alive, huh? Yes, but given the extent of this damage, they won't be alive for long unless we do something. What do we do? Given their current state, their bodies will soon be unable to supply oxygen to the brain. Before that happens, we need to remove the brains and place them in a protective device. Something we call a brain shelter. I turn around to see a beacon sound is coming from. There is a red light flashing on each of the neatly arranged mechanical devices, which is exactly what those are. However, it looks like their battery levels are awfully low. On top of that, they each already have a brain inside of them. Yo, how's it going, Kyle? Pretty good on my side. How's your day been so far? That tells me that whoever these brains originally belonged to are in dire shape. Oh man, what do we do? Just calm down. You're the only one they can rely on right now. I know that, but I'm not skilled enough to perform emergency treatment on someone who's suffered such extensive damage. All I have is basic survival knowledge. The only thing I can do for them is gather whatever materials I can find nearby to create some kind of distress signal. Then the rest of Unlimited will come and do what's necessary. Wait a second. Apparently there is something you can do for them. Yeah, I guess so. Hold on just a minute. I'm a survival expert. Dang it. I will save these people. Okay, let's go. It's sink or swim, whether it's a beacon, fire, or something else, we gotta get to burning nice and bright. He did 20 multis since the Christmas units are coming up. but got very unlucky on you. The rest of the viewers got Tove early. Oh, nice. Well, at least some people didn't get completely shafted by Seffi. Which is very fortunate. Imagine Alice attempting brain surgery. Oh, God. Imagine neurosurgeon Alice. We all underestimated her all along. That's what everyone cares into. Active. Nikke. Thanks for the follow, fun memories. Much appreciated. Thank you. Okay, so we're just missing basically the last... We're missing the last two, basically, which we will clear tomorrow. There's no need to rush. Although I would really love to have the memory film. Because we do have Memory and Snow voice acted now. Okay, so now we need just the last tree and we'll have them.
Hello there.
Hello there. Welcome back, Noir. You somehow pissed off Gold again? What did you do this time, Kyle? Jesus Christ. Like, what did you do this time? Tove seems nice. She will be good for future-proofing, right? She will be good for future-proofing. So, the Gamba has been over for a while, so now we can actually clear. You ruined his guild meeting by accident? Oh. I mean, it's by accident, so he'll understand, but... Yeah, do be careful with that. Nope, not the one-shot comp. Although, okay. Chat, I am going to do something that I definitely should not do. But I will show you guys something. I'll show you chat something interesting. We're throwing for content here. We're literally trying for content. Hold on, I messed up my shot. I completely messed up the shot because chat was on the way. Chat was in the way, I messed up the shot. Hold on. Let me redo this. I'll move chat elsewhere, actually. Let me just move... Where should I put chat? Okay, I'll just remove chat for a second. Is this gonna affect the Gamba? No, it won't. It's a Gamba on the number of Rokas. So let me show y'all something interesting. The Gamba is only on the number of Rokas. Now, my throwing for content is just doing something that is... There we go. There you go. There you go, chat. Didn't expect it to be that bad? Really? You got an MLB Snow White? Oh, congrats on that. Well, there we go. That's one rock already. Kyle in the stream, yeah. That feels good. Look at the damage of Snow White there. Good lord. That's an 80 million hit. That's an 80 million hit from Snow White. The hit was so hard that the freaking total damage didn't register it. The overkill was so high it didn't even register it. Wanna do SI on my account? No, thank you. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's 2 Rokas! We got 2 now. And 3. Oh! Believer gang, whoever gambed on 3 is eating good. And nobody did. How much do I have to give you to play Walmart Resident Evil? Oh, nothing. Best drops, yeah. Nobody saw it coming. Everyone was... Believer gang didn't believe hard enough. I mean, I could play the Walmart Resident Evil. You just need to explain to me how to play it, though. Like, what emulator do you use and everything, Seagull? We could play that during some of the streams. Enjoy your points, nobody. Basically. Basically, but 3 Rockers, though, that is really good. That is really, really solid. Got you, yeah. We also gotta play some games together sometime, Seagull. Would be fun if we did something like Phasmo or some other co-op game or whatever. I would be definitely down for stuff like that. Okay, so we gotta wipe out once. Wipe out twice. And we could wipe out twice, but eh. Gotta go since it's Thanksgiving. Yeah, have a good one, Itsuki. Thanks a lot for dropping by. You'd be down for Phasmo? Nice. Just need to find the time for it, though. These upcoming couple of weeks are gonna be incredibly bad in terms of how busy I'm going to be. But once it's like December, let me just check something, because I was actually... Let me just check real quick my calendar, my thingy. Once it's December the 16th onwards, I should be fine to be able to do whatever, Seagull. Almost no matter the time. That's the big benefit, because my year will be almost over, essentially. But from basically roughly today until December the 16th, I'm going to be obscenely busy. Checking calendar, like, yeah, basically. Basically, from December the 16th onwards, I'll be quite free. You're down, though? Yeah, I'm more than down for some Phasmo. Phasmo is so much fun. And not just Phasmo, you can do, like, any other games that we have in common. I can even fetch some more games if needed. Let's see. So we have the advice sessions as well. Pepe business. I mean, I'm saying we can do it, like, on or off stream. Like, I don't mind. I just like playing with friends. That's what I tell, like, Gold as well and Sephi is, like, it doesn't have to be on stream. We can just play together off stream as well. Okay, so first advice session of the stove. Let's see what the electrical appliance is all about. I admire some survivalists from the olden days. What would you think if I tried making survival videos like them? Tovi's a weak-ass stove, she does not cook. She's actually quite solid. The problem is that she doesn't have things to support currently that are good enough. It's like, you know, like, how do I put it? Like, how do I put it? Like, stove is very solid, but she doesn't have good stuff to support, so it doesn't... She's not beating leader. It depends on what you're trying to do, right? It really depends on what you're trying to do. But leader is universally way too strong. Universally. But stove could, in theory, outpace leader if we had something good enough for her. But yeah. She's wonky as fuck. At high skill levels, she has 84% expected uptime on her buff, so it really depends. Like, the problem is that you gotta visualize it like this, right? Support Nikkes are mostly as good as what they support, so you wouldn't expect, you know, like Magic Johnson to have exceptional performance if you put him in the Timberwolves, right? Like, that's not gonna happen. But if you put, I don't know, Magic Johnson in the Dream Team, it's gonna be crazy. Like, absolutely fucking crazy. It's kind of the same feeling here. Is that Tove at the moment is like Magic Johnson being stuck in the Timberwolves or something. She needs to get a better team to have really good performance at this point. A 64-year-old. Come on, man. Come on. You don't gonna rub it in that I like old basketball. That. Are you confident you can perform eating bizarre foods in your videos? I think there are any shows with a similar concept, so I think it would work well. Yeah. Hey. After all, there is no such thing as nature in the Ark. I should plan it out when I have some time. Stove and I watch some extreme survival videos from the olden days. What cube would be good on Doro and Blanc aside from resilience? Besides resilience, huh? Well, you don't. What cubes do you have template? Because that's the your like where. What cubes do you have template? You could have tripped up all the Americans by mentioning some Eurobasket players. That is also true, Toonie. That is also true, but I don't know well enough European basketball. Up until Wingman. That doesn't tell me much, but essentially with Dorothy specifically, you want to avoid anything that increases your ammunition. So no Bastion, and no, what's it called, the other one. Okay, so there is some gifts for Stove. If you guys have any requests, as usual, feel free to type them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just gonna do them rather quickly. Whenever I see a rabble rousers or people with glasses, I'm already reminded of Scarlet and Dorothy as they used to be. Did they fight a lot? Their feuding was the stuff of legend. They'd spend entire days finding new ways to push each other's buttons. I'd watch them engrossed entirely, and hours would pass by without me noticing. Chatted with Red Hood for a while. What about Blanc? Would Wingman be good? Wingman is the ammunition one, so that's fine. It works. Can we get Mihara? Yeah, sure, Vimek. Sure. Anything chat requests, I will do as long as I have her and the advice session is possible. So Mihara, for example, no problem. Farming for 2.5k points. Ooh. 2.5k points. What do I have in 2.5k range that I need to be worried about? Account review. Oh, I see. I should be concerned about that one. How's it going, Eric? I've used up all of my scented candles, so I'm going to buy some more. Which scent should I buy? I wanted to get something that you'd like. Something refreshing? That's exactly what I was thinking. That's good. I was really looking forward to trying out something new. We can have some fun using it together. Yeah, bit. Freaking Mihara, I swear to God. Mihara taught me all sort of new things about candles. Oh no. Don't kick, jock kick, that's all. From European basketball, the only ones that I really know are like... I think his name was Joachim Noah, Tony Parker, and like some other basketball players that went from Europe to the NBA. I mostly know basketball because my grandfather and my uncles watch a lot of the NBA. They're huge fans of the NBA, so I kind of grew up a little bit with that. The French ones make sense. I mean, yeah, to some extent it makes sense. I know about them mostly because I currently live in France. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know they existed. Although Tony Parker is a kind of an exception. He's a little bit too famous to ignore. Volume, okay. Been working hard, manager. Is there anything you want? Name it and it's yours. Buy me dinner sometime. Just dinner? That's so boring. How about we buy a car and take it for a spin? Oh yeah, the car would have been the correct answer. I currently live in France, yes, Eagle. At least for now. So Quincy, okay, Quincy is missiles. Counselor, if you and I went on a date in the Ark, what would you want to do? Take a walk while picking up bottle caps. Oh, such a unique date idea. If I were together with you, I suppose it'd be fun. Quincy and I have a pleasurable time speaking up with one another. Imagine someone took you on a date doing that. 1 kilogram block of salt in it, damn. And no current requests, so Tia it will be. Crow, sure. It's tough managing social media account. People are always wanting me to collaborate with for all sort of ads. Oh, I got some recently that made me laugh quite a bit, yeah, in terms of sponsorship and shit. I get a lot of people asking me how much I'd be willing to sell my account for. Oh, I haven't gotten that request yet. Some even ask for my personal information. I have that, unfortunately. That's because you take such stunning pictures of desserts. I'll take it. That's the best compliment you could have possibly given me. I was feeling down in the dumps and not anymore thanks to you. Thanks a bunch, teacher. You want crow? Sure. We can do a crow advice session. Have you ever wanted something so badly that you were willing to die for it? Yes, the safety of other people. Interesting. I wish for destruction. That way you and I can wreak havoc together. Crow and I have an in-depth conversation. But yeah, I had a very funny situation recently. I'm not gonna name the company and anything, but Crow main. Not really. I don't use Crow. Missing one ship from Azurlane, Center, and Karabakh collect? No. Oh, I still need to get those. I still need to get the Azurlane collab ships. I hope I don't miss any. Don't have her, so you wanted to know how it was? Oh, I see. Tell me, imposter, how is a weakling like you even alive? You're nothing like a real commander. A real commander stands strong even in the face of raptors. It all comes down to having different equipment. Equipment is an important factor, yes, but let's be honest, isn't obtaining proper equipment a skill in its own right? I have a back and forth repartee with Noah. Do Red Hood? I already did Red Hood. The company story is like I won't name the company, but there is a company that contacted me for well, there is a couple, but this one is the funniest one to me out of them all. There is one that contacted me for doing a kind of like referral type of sponsorship thing, right? Where they give me, you know, a referral thing, and I put it, and people use my code, and they buy the stuff, and I get some money out of it. The thing is, that company had a very stupid system, which is that they base which code's usage is valid only off the country of residence. So, for example, if, say, Tuni were to use the coupon code that I would get to give to my viewers, it wouldn't count for, you know, me getting the money because it's not my country of residence. They only want people from my country of residence. Currently, my country of residence is France, and viewership from France is one of my lowest viewership, and it's not even close. Like, it's not even close. I have more viewers from Japan. I have literally more viewers from Japan or from Russia or from the freaking Balkans than I get from France. Like, all of my streams, every single time, I have more viewers from, you know, almost any country you can think of than France. So I start being a French streamer only. I mean, Tuni would be happy because he would finally get to polish off some that Canadian pseudo-French. But I know it's just because I didn't bother. I don't like. I could do a stream in French, not my main language. So, but it doesn't matter. It's like my father that taught me French. But whatever. That's not the thing. Is that I talked to them. Like I sent an email. I feel like today's an auspicious day. I sent them an email, right, in reply to the offer. I'm like, look. The vast majority of my viewers are from North America, from the US and Canada, for the most part. And then the other ones are like from Southeast Asia, Philippines, Thailand, Indonesia, and so on. It's absolutely pointless to ask me to do this unless you allow the coupons from anywhere around the world to function, right? Hell, even the UK would be better. And they were like, no. So I'm like, well, I guess we don't have a deal then. I don't like coupon type things, so I would have refused anyways, but I just found it funny that they want to sell more product, but they don't want to, you know, pay the fair due for using the coupon. Like it was ridiculous to me. Like, if you work in a company and you want to get somebody on board for a sponsorship or an affiliate in this case, try to, you know, adapt. Otherwise, you're not gonna get shit. Can I share some of my luck with you? Hold out my hand. I'll just give a little handshake and lucky recharge. Are you feeling lucky? Once our canceling wraps up, Noir fills up my luck. But yeah, I just found it hilarious. Like, you're not gonna get, like, it's not how you build up, right? But I guess they don't care. They're just offering for just about anyone. Oh, thanks a lot for the, thanks a lot for the raid gold. Jeez, I didn't know you were streaming, my dude. You have been streaming pretty early lately. How's it going? How does stream go? Were you preparing Union Raid? Welcome to all the raiders. Welcome, welcome. Some of you may know me, Alien, since I do kind of tease gold pretty frequently. But yeah, welcome. I try to stream Nikke almost daily. Unfortunately, lately I've been quite busy, so some days I will not be able to stream, but welcome. I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Whenever I can't fall asleep, I imagine you and I having tea time remedy. What goes through your mind when you cannot fall asleep? I imagine tea time with you. Well, so I've been thinking about the same thing. Hopefully we can run into each other in our dreams. Mested Gold roasted the living shit out of Kyle. I'm gonna have to watch the I'm gonna need to watch the VOD, because Kyle did mention that that something happened on Gold's stream, but I didn't know that he roasted the shit out of Kyle. I'm gonna need to watch that VOD. How's it going, Afro, by the way? I'll be sure to prepare some scrumptious treats for you. Alice and I talk about imagination. Smooge. I have a feeling that it's very well deserved, Kyle, though. I have a very strong feeling that it was quite deserved. Especially last time where you got roasted to the living hell due to your account. Like, my man. I hope you have fixed it, at least to some extent. Kyle doing Kyle things. How's it going, Sanctuary? Wait, what am I missing? Recruit Nikke's one-time, participating campaign, Tribe Tower, upgraded Nikke, enhance equipment, Rookie Arena. Oh yeah, I haven't touched Rookie Arena. That is true. Damn. Wait, where is Mr. Gold hiding? He hasn't even said hi. He just raided and dipped? Wait, did Mr. Gold just raid and dip? Like, come on, man. At least say hi. Although he did say hi earlier, in all fairness. Probably, yeah. 100% that's what happened. That's 100% what happened. Ooh, Tetra Attacker. I could use one of these, couldn't I? He does that, yeah, he does do that. How's everyone's day been so far, by the way? Hope you guys are having a great Thanksgiving for those in America. Wait, who should I put these boots on, though? Well, I guess Viper. Want to get Stove, but there's going to be far better units in the future. That's the thing about Stove, right? Is that Stove is good as far as future-proofing goes. So you should aim for one copy of her, but not right now. Like, you can save, she's a safe skip, but eventually you're gonna probably want one copy of her. Add? Oh, already adds? Wait, really? That was... I should have delayed the ads. That was my bad. But yeah, that's the thing about Stove, right, is that... As far as future-proofing... Ooh, Synchro device. Wait, what? What is pinging me in the Synchro device? Wait, does it just naturally ping you? Oh, the Synchro device does ping you if you hit, but I'm gonna save those for now. I don't want to level up just yet. Interesting. But yeah, to finish my thought, because I'm a little bit scatterbrained. Stove is nice, assuming that there will be more auto-attack heavy shotgun Nikkes in the future. Especially ones that are strong and that are meta. Avoiding the level ups, nanny. I kind of want to just save a little bit the core dust and everything. Although I could theoretically level up to 302. I just want to see how far I can push before leveling up. Because in theory, I already have enough core dust to level up here, right? I have 4.7 here with this, and then I could just have enough with this and this. I might level up soon, though. But I was just thinking, I want to see where I can get before leveling up. Although that's just a natural level up, so I might actually go for it. Since it doesn't consume boxes anyways. Let's see. So let's just do a very quick arena hit. But yeah, that's the thing about Stove, right? Is that in terms of pure future proofing, you might want to get a copy eventually. Now, I did a little bit of quick math on it, and the expected uptime for Stove is 84%-ish at max rank on her skill for the RNG skill that gives the attack speed. For the attack speed, at least. But you would have to have that skill at like level 9 or something silly. So she's a very long investment Nikke. Like on top of everything, she's a very, very long-term investment Nikke. Because you will have to have that skill. Is it okay if you copy my team? You could try. I mean, you switch to Twitch? Yeah, hello. How's it going, Eric? Just gonna do a couple of strikes quickly for the dailies. I do want to strike specifically some people, though. Like PS, for example. Although I may have sank PS a little bit. No, I haven't sank PS too much, so we can still hunt for him. There we go. The hunt for PS. Does it count as cyberbullying if he's my prime target every single time? What do you say, chat? Does that count as cyberbullying? If he's my prime target every single time? But yeah, you could copy this team. I'm not sure it will work that well, but... But I mean, for the purpose of beating specifically, PS's comp, it's good. But for example, if I were to face, let me try to fetch again. Where is a? If I were to, for example, face somebody like those who run Noah, why do I not get? Well, this guy, for example, I wouldn't run that team into him. For this guy, what I would run into him would be a Summer Ennis comp. Although, it is possible to win with this team, right? I would run this team rather because of the cleave. What could theoretically happen here is that Noise somehow soaks most of the shots from Red Hood. Or Jackal soaks a lot of shots from Red Hood, and we end up not killing anyone specific. Whereas with this team, I could just run into Summer Ennis and... just deal with that. Red Hood and Alice have basically a very similar weakness, which is that if you have a taunter that survives their burst, they just soak all of the bullets, which is not something you want to see. So here, the Alice team is dead. And Jackal is the last one left alive because it's the only defender that used the immunity from Biscuit. Which is pretty neat, right? There we go. Now, I'm not going to strike too much, though, because that was more for an example. I'm going to save some of my strikes for later tomorrow. Just like I'm going to save these strikes until later tomorrow. Just to be safe from people randomly striking me. Because Challenger is actually really annoying to hold without a Scarlet. Challenger is really annoying to hold out without a Scarlet. Let's see. So we can claim this. We are still missing... Okay, so we can upgrade gear, though. Or we could roll. We could just roll on a Nikke. I mean, sure, why not? We'll take that. You keep forgetting that I don't have Scarlet. Yeah, I know about trauma. That's a problem. Still don't have Scarlet, which is rather unfortunate. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Okay, so there we go. So, now We have finished the Lone Survivor. We have finished the dailies. What are we missing? I mean, I may as well just get that level up, I guess. That red dot is gonna trigger my my OCD the entire time. I'm just gonna level up. Let's go. There we go. What I'm not gonna do though is level up using boxes for now. I just want to level up, what's it called, as much as possible without opening boxes. I am missing HSR daily and Phasmo daily. Ooh. I could do that. Honestly, for today, I don't want to do Phasmo though. I do need to sleep. I already did the HSR dailies though, off stream, so that's a little bit out of the table. What we could do though is try to push this. We all try to do everything to remove a dead dot. I mean, you do get it, right? It's like freaking OCD. Like actual OCD. Let's see if we can push a little bit of the tower though. What's Phasmo? Oh, Phasmophobia. It's a kind of puzzle horror game. That's the best description that I have about that. Beam, 3, 2, 1, maybe? Where's the beam? Oh, whatever. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's basically kind of a horror game. I don't play it very often because I'm really bad at horror games. Although looking at my gameplay right now, people would think that how could he be worse at horror games than he is at Nikke? But, you know, like I'm pretty bad at horror games in general. They actually... Yeah, there goes hell. They do get me quite badly. Even the jump scare from the freaking sound gacha alert sometimes gets me. Even though I should be used for it. If you play Phasmo in VR, you would die. Yeah. Okay, we stun with everybody. And we get these. Oh no. That's a beam coming through. 3, 2, 1. Beam, there we go. Really want to get that before... There we go. We do want to get these though. Hopefully before it kills Miranda. Nope, we lost Miranda. We lost Miranda, that's not good. This stage is brutal though. All of the beam raptors and everything, and no real AoE. And this raptor, like the boss raptor, is super tough. How am I today? Yo, how's it going, Messenger? How am I today? Quite good, honestly. Quite good. Was a bit busy, but overall pretty happy about my day. Fortunately today I didn't have an excuse to procrastinate like I had yesterday with freaking stoves calculations, so I did have a little bit more of a productive day today than yesterday, but... Oh, goddammit. That's a beam. I did at least have a little bit more of a productive day today. There we go. This should... Okay, these tiny ones are pretty dangerous though. Got this. Okay, something is targeting Privet. We're low HP, but Guillotine kinda likes it like that, so... Guillotine likes to be at this level of HP, so it's kind of fine as long as she doesn't get randomly hit. No, she got randomly hit. She did get randomly hit. That's rather unfortunate. Now that I think about it, isn't this... Gold almost never gets to raid me. He's been streaming very early these days, though. I guess the vacation is working wonders for him. Okay, so, oh, dang it, we lost we lost Summer Helm again. Summer Helm is a godsend for Tribe Tower, though. Quite the godsend. I feel like maybe I'm stuck here. Give us a better Elysian DPS. Fair enough. Fair enough on that assessment. You're worried? Gold's trying to be sweaty with a grip that was told we were joining a chill and casual in. I mean, as long as they're on board right with it, they'll be fine. Oh, well, there's the beam. You regret skipping Summer Helm? I mean, yeah. He did make a casual union as well, so there is that too. There is like Gold Hub and Silver Hub right now. I believe like there is Gold Hub and Silver Hub, right? Or something like that. Forgot the name of the second union. So it'll be fine. Like as long as people are fine, you know, with it, and that thing is gonna shoot anytime soon. So I'm just gonna let my Nikkes do their thing. Silver Hub. Wait, did the... The Corn Hub. Oh, that would have been a really, really good name though, Corn Hub. Oh, there goes Privity. No, we lost Summer Helm. Dang it. We just take too much cheap damage actually. Maybe I should put Marciana or something. Would have been funny, like... Start running Emma? No. Fuck no. I'm not gonna run Emma. But yeah, I think they'll be fine. Like, it's a matter of if people are on board for the idea, that's fine, right? As long as you're on board for the idea, all is good. Like, you have two unions, you have the casual and the more sweaty one. The people that want to be sweatier will go to the sweatier one, and they'll have, well, there goes thingy. And the other one is, you have Overload Gear on Red Hood and Blanc to be in Scarlet. Nice template. That's really good. That's really good progress. They really streamlined the progress for newer players as well, which is really nice. Right. Like if I ooh, that's not good. I should have covered there. If I had to bring, like, for example, my World of Warcraft raiding experience, right, with managing guilds and stuff, I'm not too worried about Gold and Gold Hub, to be honest. Like, I think they'll manage just fine. Like, there is enough people that are committed to be hardcore, and the people that are not committed to it will hopefully be fine with being in Silver Hub, which is a union with more like-minded people as well, and they have like both this community and everything. So it should be fine. You're free to play too? Yeah. That's really good template. Like, they'll be fine. Oh, no, we lost Privity. No. No. Die. Oh, God. Losing Privity is really not good. Losing Privity is not good. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it through this one. Because I need to get to that last stage relatively unscathed. And that's really rough with this team. That's really, really rough. I could remove Vestia and put Marciana though, now that I think about it. I could, in theory, remove Vesti and put Marciana. There will be less damage, but there will be at least outgoing healing when necessary. Bastion. Who did I put? Oh, I put it on Sugar, yeah. I put it on Sugar for testing purposes, right? There we go. I needed to do that before I forgot. I needed to do that before I forgot. Let's try to do a little bit of the Tribe Tower, main tower, though. What was I even fighting here? Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, this. This should work. This floor is absolutely disgusting. This floor is absolutely freaking disgusting. I hate it. I hate stages that have a lot of one-tap raptures. I really, really have a big dislike for them. And this one not only has very dangerous raptors that can one-tap, but it also has freaking rockets tossing... It also has rockets tossing motherfuckers. Which is rather unfortunate. This is the typical stage where you would want to. Protective. Nikke. Oh, thanks a lot for the follow. Much appreciated, Yorani. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Oh, we already lost. I was too distracted by the flyers that I didn't realize we lost leader. That is problematic. So, things in the air are incredibly dangerous. Things on the ground are incredibly dangerous. Welcome to my life. Greetings, happy Worldwide Turkey Sacrifice Day. Yes. Happy Turkey Fisting Day. No, we lost the Red Hood. No, we lost Red Hood. That's not good. Looks like me team, but you don't have Modernia. Yeah, Mod is really solid to have. Mod is really, really solid to have. This is a very messy stage, though. This is a very, very messy stage. Now, I could, in theory, try to Modernia Burst, but I don't think that would work here. Because the little beamers on the ground are super dangerous. What I could do, though, is use the Red Hood Burst instead. Try to limit the amount of shots that I need to clean this initial wave. No, we lost leader. God dang it. Ah, this stage is so ruthless. This stage is so ruthless, it's insane. I feel like I could get to floor 220 though. Like if I mauled hard and long enough, I have a feeling that I could get to floor 220 on the Tribe Tower, but this is super freaking rough. Oh no, 2 of these freaking flyers are alive, that's not good. And we lost Noir as well. And we lost leader as well, god damn it. If you hit Privity, it will be good. Privity would want to run her with something else though. Right. Privity would probably want to run her with things that want less ammunition. So it kind of counteracts Noir's own buff. With Privity you might want something different. Privity, one of the best is things like Dorothy, Pepper, and the like for B1. Dorothy being the absolute best possible. Then on the B2 slot, you could run something like a Biscuit, you could run something like a Marciana, you could run something like a Novel. For demonstration purposes, we're gonna run a Marciana here. And then you would run Summer Anise. And a Nikke that really enjoys reloading quickly and fast bullet, which usually would be Scarlet here. Now we could put Biscuit for the AoE thingies, or we could just put Dio and then finally the Privity, right? Now what I could run though is the Biscuit solo raid team here. Actually, that could be a cool idea. I could showcase the Biscuit. I could show the Biscuit solo raid team. So what you would run here is this, and then you would run something like a Poly. Right. So now Biscuit, what would be important here is that she has a reload cube. So we're gonna trade a resilience cube with Anis. Right. So this team comp is weird. I have no idea what's going on here. Is this a new event? Currently I'm just doing the Tribe Tower, but the new event I already completed. Well, at least what is achievable for today. Yeah, not good enough. That is unfortunate. Not enough burst damage, though. This team comp is actually pretty good, by the way. Unironically, it just doesn't have enough burst damage to deal with this stage. Because this stage is incredibly dangerous, right? But this team comp is actually something that has seen play in solo raid and the like. Because what you do is this, right? We just need to take cover from the dangerous beams. Yeah, there we go. The problem is the dangerous beams, right? What it allows you is to just very much spam as hard as possible with Biscuit and the like. Now there is the other version that would run something like this, and then you would have a Scarlet instead. Now I don't have Scarlet, unfortunately, so I would have to run something like this or a Guillotine. In this case, I'm gonna try with her because there may be a chance to wipe, but usually I would run Guillotine. So what this would allow is that Guillotine has no reload timer if I did that. For now, we're gonna try this team comp real quick because you mentioning Privity gave me this idea. Now, in theory, what I could have done with the Biscuit team is stun with the Privity. That didn't clear anything. That didn't clear anything. So what we can do is, instead of this, because Horan is not strong enough, we could do like this, right? So there are many options that you can run with this type of stuff. What we could do is run it like this. Yo, how's it going, Clow? How's it going? How's your day been so far? So what you could do is run this. Now with the Biscuit comp, instead of bursting with Summer Anise, what I could have also done is... There goes the cover. And stun with Privity, right? So now we have the stun that gives us a little bit of leeway to clean up things before they kill us. Right. Now I could try that with the Biscuit comp though. You've been studying the whole day, so nothing special. My condolences. My condolences on that one. Now we could try with this comp, right? It may seem like absolutely cooking, like being absolutely freaking high on something. But maybe it could work, because... It generates a lot of burst, it generates a lot of healing. The problem is keeping up with these stupid rocks though. Yeah, how's it going right enough Shogun? So maybe it won't work here. But this team comp is very real, by the way. This team comp here that looks absolutely freaking stupid is actually a very real composition. Now, if you don't want to run this specifically, you could just run Swap for Marciana or Novel if you don't need the healing. And then here you would put a Scarlet. Or a Guillotine, I guess. But ideally a Scarlet. Just got Tove in your email account. Oh, congrats on that. Nice. How many pulls did that take you, Shogun? One 10 pull? Ooh, that's really lucky. Oh, that's really, really lucky. Okay, so I guess we're stuck on the tower for now. I really hate one-tap galore. And the problem is that the hard chapter that I'm on is also one-tap galore as well. It's also one-tap galore. Yo, how's it going, Mr. Kingdom Hearts? Oh, how's it going? Welcome back. Gotta go enjoy stream. Bruh, I told you to say hi earlier and you didn't say anything. Ain't no way this guy just ignored me the entire time. I hope you had a great stream, though. Ain't no way Mr. Gold just ignored me the entire time. Fucking A. You were on a call? Okay, that's fine. No worries. I was just kidding, though. Debating trying for Tove or saving for Christmas. Tove is a... Like, Tove is basically a safe skip for the most part. At best, you would want like one copy or something. Yeah, we lost everybody. Damn, the one-tap galore is insane. You just wanted that orange booty. Yeah, like, she's good for future-proofing, though. Like, don't get me wrong on that. She's good for future-proofing. Like, for future stuff. Like, once they design better shotgun Nikkes and everything that are more meta, Tove will become quite useful. It's kind of similar to, you know, how, for example, Mast went from being okay to... Oh, we lost absolutely everybody while I was talking. Like, Mast went from being, you know, okay, good guillotine buffer and everything, to being really good thanks to 2V as well. Right. Like, Mast got even more representation thanks to 2V's addition. Now, is it good enough these days because not a lot of people still run 2V? Well, oh my god. Wait, they killed everybody. Oh, that's insane. I could try Modernia Burst, but I don't think it will be enough. Oh, this is insane. This is absolute freaking madness. Well, we lost both Blanc and freaking hell. Like, these seahorses just one-tap people. How much lower is my combat rating for this map? Ooh, quite a bit. I think I'm dealing with... Hold on, let me just check, right? It's not like I'm gonna clear this anyways, right? Let's just check, but yeah, it's quite below it. But the stage also has some very difficult raptures. Like, it's not just the combat power, it's also it has some pretty complicated raptures. Because most of them just one-tap you. So the requirement is 414,300, and I'm at 280,000, so that's... what? That's 134, give or take? 134k CP gap, give or take, so that's, for me, 30-something% CP gap, so that's like 60-something% stats reduction. My Nikkes are getting nerfed by around 60-something% right now. Which makes it quite difficult, as you can imagine. Ads are playing so you can't see. Oh, damn. We already lost the leader, that's not good. And we lost everybody. You're at full synchro 200-ish below the recommended CP. The recommended CP doesn't mean much though. How much was the difference? 100 and... how much was it? 130 something. I think it was like 134 give or take, or something. Right? Like somebody in chat probably remembers. I have a CP gap of 130 something thousand at the moment, which is like over 30%-ish, so my Nikkes are getting nerfed over 60 something percent right now. What's important is not the raw number though, right? The raw number doesn't... oh, god dang it. The raw number doesn't mean much. About 135k? Okay. The raw number is not what is important though, it's the... is the percentage difference that really makes it that much harder. Percentage CP gap is what will define how much trouble you're actually gonna have. Nope. God dang it. I even saw that they were about to do. You could not clear a 33k event stage with your 26k team. Oh yeah, that's like a... yeah, that's not a very big gap though. But no worries, like you'll eventually get used to it. Also, what is also very deceptive is that CP gap... well, there goes my leader. What is also quite deceptive, right, is that overload plays a pretty big role as well. Because your overload lines don't influence your CP, but the overload lines definitely do influence how your Nikke is going to perform. And at some points in the game, so for example where you're currently at... god dang it. That's a one-shot again. What that will define as well is that, for example, you're very early in the game, since your teams are below 30k, right? So you don't have overload lines and everything. I hate the stage so much. I hate this stage so much, it's so difficult. Like, all of my Nikkes just get absolutely one-tapped if I lose focus for a second. Everything in this stage is so deadly. If I ignore the ground raptures for too long, like look, I'm just gonna hard focus on the flyers, right? There you go. The ground raptors will one-tap me. If I focus too much on the ground raptors, the seahorses and the flyers will one-tap me. Which is quite problematic. Skills for the most part don't get really representation, yeah. They do pad a little bit your CP though, but not a whole lot. As long as my leader survives, maybe there's a hope. Probably not though. Oh great, now they're getting freaking attack buffs. That's not amazing. Why is this so hard? Oh yeah, how's it going, Rantoka? I forgot to say hi to you as well. To Mr. Rantoka, who also streams. You're playing reverse 9099, huh? Yeah, no problem, man. Well, this is quite a problem. Now, could I maybe run... Thanks for the roll on Discord. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Happy Thanksgiving, Imager. How's it going, dude? Hope your Thanksgiving is going great. Now, I could swap to this. Hell, I could even swap for this, right? Now, the gap is gonna be wider, but the gap is gonna be wider, but there is something that this team comp provides me that the other one doesn't. The question is, will it be enough to justify doing it? So what we're gonna do is this. Now we take cover. No, we lost. Okay, this can work. This can actually work. What do the bunny girls offer? You have half of them at the moment. Very powerful healing, very powerful damage amplification, ammunition, refund and expansion, and an attack buff. Basically a lot of things you would want. Motherfucker. Okay, I need to control Tia better. I need to make her taunt less. Every 5 bullets is it. Alice is the best bunny girl, technically. Technically, yes, but... she's not a bunny girl, though. No, come on. I need to... okay, I need to be more careful. You count her as one. I count her as a Kyubey, personally. As a Kyubey like the one from Madoka, if anyone has watched that anime. Okay, this could work much better than the previous one. Now, the reason why I say this works... no, motherfucker. I messed up there. Now, the reason why I say this could work better is because... okay, I probably need to just swap Privity with Red Hood, though. Is because of that Privity AoE stun and the Dorothy AoE wave clear. Motherfucker. I need to really be careful with that stupid taunt. But if I get this down, if I get the taunt down, we can probably clear this. With an even bigger... did I see Noir's outfit? It's amazing. Yo, how's it going? Oh, mate. Great food coma today? Ooh, I wish I did. Okay, so now what we need is desperately to... no, motherfucker. What we need now is desperately to clear these things off the ground. Ah, so close though. Level is so hard, Pyre made an entire video about it. Oh, is this the level that Pyre made a video about, Tuni? Oh, okay. Okay. Definitely getting one. Also, you did get Privity's dress. The Privity dress is amazing. I really, really like the Privity dress. This might be bad. Yeah, this is really bad. Okay, so we got the first wave down. Okay, so we got the first wave down. We just need to be more careful with Tia. That taunt is really a bummer, though. Okay, so we got the first wave somewhat down. Just need to clean up a little bit of these tiniest raptors. We lost Privity. We lost Privity, but that's... I want to say almost fine. Well, I did not mean to burst with Red Hood there. I did not mean to burst with Red Hood there, but as soon as the frickin' thing died, Red Hood's burst took position. Only at the 4th level of that thing. The Privity dress... I mean, technically you could get the dress by, you know, going... buying with gems levels, right? I don't recommend it, but in theory you could do it. I could delay the Privity burst a little bit. Motherfucker. Maybe I would need a Senti or something. Problem is my Senti is not built, like, at all. My Senti is like not built at all. Yeah, that's not... Okay, we got the first wave kind of down though. Christmas event is next? Probably. It's probably the next event. Like, we have Stove from late November until early December. Then from early December, we will probably have the Christmas event, which will probably be just as big as Summer Part 1 or Part 2. And then we will have the New Year's event. So I would say, yeah, it's very likely to be the next one. Very, very likely. Now, Privity... Okay, Privity definitely needs... I'm gonna definitely switch this one. Not looking forward to peeling all these potatoes. I could increase her skills. Although I probably can increase... yeah, there we go. Can probably increase Naga's burst, which will help a lot more. We can get it to level 8, and then the burst to level 6. I'll take it. Privity's dress is very pretty. Yeah, I really like it. Like, she looks so nice with it. If the Christmas leaks are true, whether wait until New Year's, like, why make it? We don't discuss leaks on my channel, All Might. Like, I don't know if Sephi still does, but I personally do not talk about leaks on my channel or on my chat or during the streams. Now, it's almost unavoidable for me to see leaks because people DM me stuff all the time. But I do avoid talking about them, and they're banned also on my Discord. So just be aware of that, because yeah. Otherwise, I don't know what will happen in Christmas. Now the CP gap is wider on this one, on this team, right? Let's chug your drink when you saw the idle animation for it. It's so good, isn't it? Yeah, no worries. Like, I'm just telling you because you probably didn't know. That's why. That's the whole reason. That's the whole reason why I mention it, right? Is that I assume that. No, motherfucker, piece of shit. Oh my god. No, no. Piece of shit game. Yep, there goes Dora. We can get it with this team. The problem is I need to balance out Tia quite well to be able to do it. This game though. Yeah, like all of the laser beams will just absolutely one-shot behind cover my my Tia. Like so much damage. There's so much outgoing damage, like, and they're all staggered as well, so it's really problematic here. Do you stack Senti, Anis, Jackal on one defense team, or do we use them elsewhere? I split some of them actually, Tuni. It really depends. Actually, you just reminded me I need to replace the cube on both Anis and Thingy. You got Ludmilla from Mold. Very fitting considering the event. That is, if you struggle with Train, that is very lucky, Mr. Kingdom Hearts. If you struggle with Train, that is a very lucky pick, because with Sakura, Ludmilla allows you to just negate a huge chunk of the Train. Now, I did say that Biscuit had the wrong cube, didn't I? Because I was demonstrating the other team build, didn't I? Yeah, with Anis. For PvP, I have kind of a split, right? I don't want to overdo it with speed.
Welcome to Arena!
Early on Arena reset, figure out gem spenders and avoiding them. Yeah, pretty much. Although in my case, my arena didn't shift at all. If you look at the rankings, it's the exact same people you guys have been seeing since nearly Summer Part 1. Which is Clad, Xian, Bolviker, PS, the Chinese dude, Solomon, me, this Chinese dude, and all of these people. So, yeah. For me, nothing really changed. It's the exact same freaking top 10. And the wannabe top 10s as well. The exact same wannabe top 10s and the exact same top 10. Your arena's number 2 to 10 is wide open. For me, it's a little bit complicated. Right, because Xian is annoying to fight. Has a pretty solid defense. I think Xian has like every single Nikke that is meta for arena. I'm not sure. I would have to double check next time I get to Striker. Oh, thanks a lot for the follow, Mr. Kingdom Hearts. Much appreciated. Debating on saving the rest of your currency for Red Hood gets general pool. You should probably save out, for sure. Not just for Red Hood, but for other stuff in general in the future. PS I can actually defeat. Number 7 without a Scarlet. Yeah, I don't have Scarlet. PS I can actually defeat. So I could climb up and beat PS, but Bolviker, Xian, and Clad are very, very difficult. Like, Bolviker is just a whale. Like, there is no... I just get CP gapped to oblivion. Because he's like freaking 40 levels ahead of me. Xian has a very solid defense team, and then Clad is just untouchable because he is freaking 50-something levels above me. Oh yeah, Scarlet absolutely decimates shotguns, Tuni. It's insane. And if you add a Jackal to the mix, the infamous Scarlet Jackal is the hardest counter to shotguns you can ever imagine. Unless that shotgun is called Summer Anise and the rest of the team doesn't use shotguns. But yeah, like, for me it's essentially ranks 4 through 10 that are more manageable, right? Like, ranks 4 through 10 are the more manageable ones. 1 through 3 I just cannot touch much. Yeah, Summer Anise can still be killed if you're quick enough. That's one of the issues that I've been running into. For example, if I run into this Scarlet Jackal team, if I run my Summer Anise team, there is a chance that his Scarlet will slash before anything and kill absolutely everybody. What is a good shotgun team? Shotgun teams are not exactly something you use very frequently. I don't use shotgun teams personally. But generally speaking, the shotguns that you see most frequently in Arena are clip-type shotguns. So Drake, Noir, Pepper. Polly, you see her sometimes, like I'm using Polly here because damage sharing and everything. Right? And also she's a shotgun. But generally speaking, you use shotguns sporadically because they're easily countered. But yeah, to answer your question, Tuni, I do split them around. So for example, this team has a few shotguns and everything to Bergen. But then I have Senti and Jackal on the same team on this one for the Alice team. But I have regular Anis, Nihilister, the Dogo and everything. Right. This team is deceptively fast. This team is actually deceptively fast. Because Nihilister does generate a decent amount of burst gen. This team is not as fast as you would expect it to be. And then this team. But yeah, I could strike PS and just to show it, but I actually want to hold my rank. So maybe I'll record it and show it to you later, Tini. It does feel a little bit bad not to have Scarlet, though, not gonna lie. But yeah. Like, if you guys have any questions about just about anything, feel free to ask them. I love trying to help people out. Scarlet and Jackal are a good team together. They're really, really solid. So, the thing about Scarlet Jackal, right, is Jackal is a godlike burst generation, Nikke. So she allows you to burst very, very quickly in arena. I mean, you're still waiting for his Dole. That's very unexpected, actually. So, Jackal generates a lot of burst. And also, whenever she's facing shotguns, each individual pellet counts as burst generation for when people take damage, which is insane, and that's why Jackal is like god tier in terms of burst generation. Scarlet is amazing against shotguns as well, but she's also really solid all around. I don't have Scarlet, so I have to actually go here to show it. Because her S2 is a retaliation ability. Right? Her burst absolutely, like, everything about her kit is good for PvP. So her burst decimates enemy teams in one go. Her skill 2 is a retaliation ability, which is really good against, for example, shotguns. Like, for example, freaking shotguns, like the retaliation is amazing. And then you have Blood for Blood, which, you know, every time she auto-attacks 10 times, she gains a very hefty attack buff. And it stacks up to 5 times. So in these type of situations where, for example, you slash with Scarlet Burst, but a Noah blocks it, but they cannot kill your Scarlet quickly enough, if they cannot kill your Scarlet quickly enough, she'll just auto-attack them to death, because she has Blood for Blood. And because she will receive attacks as well, Zatoichi will proc and will do even additional damage, and it's final damage, which means that her S1 feeds into her S2, right? So even if the Scarlet Flash doesn't kill the enemy team, these two will ensure that if you don't kill the Scarlet quickly enough, you lose. That's why Scarlet is so meta warping in arena. She's so strong in arena. And then you have the addition of, you know, Nikke's like Jackal that allow her to burst much faster and that have damage sharing and stuff like that. And you have an issue in your hands when dealing with freaking Scarlet Jackals and everything. And Blanc is used in arena because she grants Indomitable. So you can have Scarlet tank, have the Indomitable, and she doesn't die, and she just kills everybody. Right? Like, there are some pretty nasty combinations you can do with Scarlet. Zombie Scarlet Nightmares? Yeah, basically. Basically the Zombie Scarlet, which is quite problematic for arena purposes. Quite problematic. But yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end it here for tonight, because I have a lot of work on my plate tomorrow. Your arena teams need some work. Yeah, they definitely do. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna end it yet. There was an account review by Soya Sauce that was requested. So Soya Sauce, are you still here? Sorry it took this long to get here. Soya Sauce, are you here? You can always do it tomorrow if you're a bit. Okay, okay, so what I'm gonna do is, in case I forget, I'm going to refund you for now, Soya Sauce, and you can just request it tomorrow, and I'll just do it. Just in case. I'll refund you for now, and you can just request it tomorrow. Sounds good? Sounds good. Perfect. So I'll just put my cover here real quick. And let's look for somebody to raid. So if you guys have suggestions on somebody to raid, feel free to tell them in the chat. I'm always down for raiding new people or raiding some people that you guys enjoy. Otherwise, I'm either going to look into Nikke or into friends that I've already raided before. Yeah, thanks for the stream. I hope you guys will stick around to raid somebody, though. Gotta show some of that support for the community in general. Cherrymoo time? I mean, sure, we can raid Cherrymoo. Yeah, I'm pretty... I hope as many of you will stick around for raiding Cherrymoo. I think she's doing the event as well. She's so funny though. Like, thanks for the suggestion to both you, Tuni, and Zagradis, because honestly, I've just been watching her as well on my on my spare time. She's really entertaining. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow on YouTube. I don't think there is anybody to raid at the moment. Let me just check though. I'll just check real quick. Yeah, there is nobody to raid, so that will be it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.